Welcome to the club.
My club are mental, aren't they?
21 is coming. You're chatting gas. Embarrassing. Off, ref!
Most toxic fan base in the world are Arsenal.
Liverpool, the worst champions ever. Yes, people, what's going on? We are back. This is the Champions League final. One of the biggest dates in the footballing. In fact, the biggest date in the footballing calendar every single year. It's Borussia Dortmund against Real Madrid. It's Miles, it's Rory, it's myself, Adam McKola. We are the club today. Buvey's not here. God knows where he's disappeared to, but we are here for the final, and we cannot wait for this one. How are we doing, boys?
Yeah, really excited. I mean, this is what it's about, isn't it? Like the Champions League final, particularly these days. You know, like just the panache of what this game means. It's huge. Do you know what's amazing? Do you know? I was speaking to my old man today. Do you know what he told me? You know, like tickets for this. I saw that tickets for this game, they were going.
£200?
No, face value. But they were going tonight for like £20,000.
Jesus.
That's what was rumoured, right?
20k.
20 grand.
Some people would do that,
right?
man.
Would you sell your if Chelsea or Manchester United was in this final, boys, and someone said, Rory, here's 20k for your final?
I've had Champions League final tickets, so I went to
20K?
Moscow. I wouldn't sell it. No, I would never.
20, I would want to be there.
I would. You can't.
Because you know
it's
me,
priceless, isn't
in
it?
my head, I'd be going, we're winning this final.
No, it's priceless. but
Against Real Madrid.
Do you know what? I thought was quite interesting. I said that to my dad today, and he went, when there was a Champions League final at Wembley when I was a kid, right? So 92, the Champions League final was at Wembley, Sampdoria, Barcelona.
Okay.
He heard an advert on Capital FM that day and just went down there and bought a ticket. They didn't sell out.
Oh,
Can you believe how football has changed so much? Sampdoria, Barcelona, like both of those clubs, particularly then, like that Sampdoria team had Gianluca Vialli in it. Like both of those clubs are as big, just rocked up and buy a ticket. Imagine that now, crazy, isn't it? Like he just went to the Champions League final ticket because on the day he heard an advert on the radio and thought, I'll go down to the Champions League final.
Yeah, to buy tickets on the gate as well.
To just pay in.
Thing. You could never do that.
Pay in. Do you know what though? Obviously those days are gone. I've seen it's crazy. London is completely full of Germans.
Yeah, I've seen it all day.
I must have seen 1 billion Germans. I haven't seen one Real Madrid fan. And that sounds like a joke. That sounds like something you say.
Jesus woken up out of a coma since the war, and he's like, "Fucking."
We lost. Yeah. No, but do you know? Usually you'd say something like that as a joke, wouldn't you? Like usually you'd say it sort of in hyperbole. You'd go, "I haven't seen one Real Madrid fan all day. I haven't seen one Spanish geezer all day." Seriously?
Yeah, it's true.
I haven't. I've seen 1 million.
I've seen batches of Dortmund fans all over Wembley. They even got the whole of Box Park.
Is that not because their colours are more distinctive?
No, I haven't seen anything.
I haven't seen one Real Madrid.
I haven't seen anything.
Dortmund fans all over the
Real Madrid fans going to rock up 2 hours before kickoff. All the Real Madrid fans going today. It's probably their seventh
just
final.
Another Champions League final. It's a bit of a ball
Let's
ache.
go to the Carabao Cup.
Oh, here we go. Another Champions League final. Bit of a ball ache, this one. It's amazing.
They feel about the Champions League the way I feel about Europa League.
I was at the airport yesterday.
Yeah.
Dortmund fans everywhere. Dortmund fans absolutely everywhere. Like
I'm trying to think what side.
They're so well supported.
Where would they come from, the Spanish people, though? Like,
Madrid. You'd have a lot.
No. Yeah, of course they'll come from Madrid. But I'm just saying, like when you have when you go to a final, you have the Chelsea fans they're coming from this side of London, and Manchester United will come from this side. I haven't seen any, like you said, because I live down there.
But mate, I've been,
and I saw was just BVB.
Today I've been Kilburn High Road, which is completely full of Dortmund fans. I've been Marylebone, completely full of Dortmund fans. Both of those areas, very good access to Wembley Stadium.
I just left Wembley.
I think Dortmund must be one of the most well-supported clubs in terms of following.
They're crazy. Even their atmosphere is mental. Their atmosphere is so good. It's a stadium I'd love to go and just watch a game. Arsenal doesn't even need to be playing, just for the yellow wall. You're
supporting Dortmund today?
I'm supporting Jude Bellingham, man. Yeah. As crazy that may sound.
Real Madrid.
I'm supporting Real Madrid. Yeah. No. I've just got back from
more
Spain.
Of a Barca fan over Madrid.
I love Spain. I think I could be a good Spaniard.
Crazy.
Wait a minute.
I'd be
more of a Barca fan around.
Cruz Campo. I like Cruz Campo. I like Marbella.
Is Cruz Campo actually a Spanish beer, not like some made-up thing?
Nah,
like Lidl just made up.
Like Madrid, brewed in Birmingham. Yeah. No. Cruz Campo is definitely. No, I also think of all of the Chelsea great players from Spain. Asia del Horno, Albert Ferrer, Kike de Lucas.
Yeah. We haven't had that
Alvaro Morata. No, we had some good
We
ones.
had Juan Mata de Gea.
Torres.
Ander Herrera.
He's like Spanish players.
Not Spanish, he is Basque. He's Australia.
Oh, talking about players for your team.
Yeah.
You've
had loads.
Kepa Arrizabalaga.
Antonio Reyes.
Cesc Fabregas.
They're one of the greatest.
Fabregas.
Cesc Fabregas. I liked Thing as well.
we got
Monreal.
We got a super chat here from Axel.
He's one of the best left backs in the Premier League when he was here.
Got to read it out. He says, thank you, lads, for existing as content. My fiance passed away around this time last year. Sorry to hear that, brother.
Sorry.
Sometimes media is therapy. Also, thank you, Adam Chacha. Chacha means uncle. Man's are calling me uncle.
Listen, Adam, that's not
Am I that old now?
It's a younger generation.
No, but it's a respect.
That's true.
Right?
It's respect.
It's just a respect.
Thank you,
yeah.
Axel. He says, repping us Asians in the UK, up the fucking club. Thank you, Adam, Rory, Buvey, and Miles.
That's very
thanks,
kind.
man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Axel.
That's a lovely
I'm glad
message.
that we can help you out through a difficult year. And if you ever need us, we're here for you, man.
That's lovely. It's a nice time, isn't it? At the moment, it's a nice time of year. You know, with the tribalism that goes with, like, it's kind of gone. Obviously, there's not an English side playing here, so none of us are going to be particularly partisan. It's just quite a nice time to appreciate messages like that. Are lovely. Be with your friends and watch a game of football.
We're so lucky to do what we do.
Nice. Oh God, yeah.
We're so lucky to do what we do. We get to just talk about football for a living.
Do you know when I was on holiday? Weirdly, my kid bumped into a friend who was at school, and I was friends. I became friends with her father. I was trying to explain to her dad, who's like a proper
businessman.
Yeah, I was trying to explain to him what I did for a living. Yeah. It was mental. He didn't trying to explain to like a real adult what you do for a living is mental.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Because there's not really a title for it though.
I remember at the start,
YouTube?
I was working for my old man in property, and I was doing YouTube.
I remember you when I first met you. You were that.
I was like. My dad at one point just got fed up and was like, listen, you're going to have to pick one, innit? And in his head, he's obviously going to pick the real job here. And I was like, all right, see you later then, innit?
But do you know what, though? Do you know what I did see? I saw a study which I found like fascinating. For the first time ever, you know when you ask kids what you want to be when you grow up? It's like a thing that they do across the years. For the first time ever, the majority of kids last year, the most popular answer, what do you want to be when you're older? First time ever, YouTuber.
But it encapsulates so much.
Yeah, but YouTuber, like in YouTuber.
But YouTube encapsulates so much. Like we will think they want to be like us.
That's not just
they want to be like Ethan from the side. Yeah.
But when you hear that, do you feel kind of proud in a way that you paved the way to show them that there is a lane that you could do this and get paid? And I feel like there's a bit of responsibility because obviously before what we was doing, obviously YouTube's new.
Yeah. No. We are the originals.
To talk about like YouTube and what we do and stuff. And like it is good that because when we were in school, all we ever used to think, I have to get a degree, I have to turn that degree into a job, and then my job's most likely going to be sat in an office, whatever I'm doing. And that felt like no one ever told you can go and do this.
Or media.
We never got told you don't need A levels.
It didn't exist when you were a kid.
But even like just
even the
creative
alternative,
roles,
and
things like that. I suppose you kind of lived in that world a little bit though, because you come from like,
I
arts.
went creative, which was not necessarily. Look, it's interesting.
Did you get scouted at your school play? What happened?
No.
Someone scouted you at your school play. He's good. He's good.
He's got a career, Yeah. What's the name, son?
No, far from it. But no, you are right, and there is. I do find this time of year because do you find that you do this as well, like. Most people, not people watching this, nobody who's watching this will see it this way. They'll agree with us. But like your mum. Your mum will see the year. Are you looking at me funny?
It's just like, your mum.
No, okay. My mum. Our mums.
Miles' mother.
One's mother. Our collective mother. Yeah. They will see the year run from January to December. Whereas for us, this is like not my year doesn't go January to December. My year goes the football season. The football season is my year.
Yeah.
August to May is my year.
Yeah. Football don't stop.
No, but this is like Christmas. This is like just before the new year, isn't it? So everybody's in like a really good mood.
Yeah.
Everyone's in a really good mood.
Because then you're like, when the summer comes, this is a weird thing to be like. You have to put a stick Fabrizio Romano on notifications because I never know when I have to go. You're now living on the edge.
Yeah.
Always on the edge.
But at the same time, it's something we'll do anyway.
Yeah.
That's true. You do it anyway.
No, also, when you get to that feeling, you probably didn't experience it this year, Miles, but Adam and I certainly would have had our moments, right? Because Chelsea and Manchester United had their moments. I was wishing the season away for a long time, like probably from about November. I was like, this season can do one. I'm finished with this season. When the season actually finishes and Chelsea haven't got a fixture, I'm like, I'm glad the season's over. Thank God for that. About 6 days later, I'm like,
What do I do with myself?
when the fixtures
Yeah,
out?
once you
When the fixtures out? Anyone-
Now you're back from your holiday. You'll be like,
Yeah, when the fixtures? Yeah. When's England? When
See,
does
my
Gareth
favourite
Southgate
time
cut down
is
the squad?
pre-season. Trust me, you need to start doing pre-season, boys. It's the best time of year. You can be deluded.
Yeah, you can just enjoy it.
Especially
enjoy
you
it.
fly away for pre-season.
Yeah,
It's
you do.
like a
You
flight. It's like a
I've
holiday.
just booked,
Have you done
LA, San Diego, South Carolina.
I've heard really good things about San Diego. I've never
San
been.
Diego is one of my favorite places.
Yeah, I've heard really good
Is
things.
it?
about
Like, it's
that,
one of
yeah.
my. It's better than Vegas for me.
What's there though?
It's better
No,
than
I've
LA
heard
for
it's
me.
really good.
San Diego's the one. It's got culture. It's got everything.
Is it hot? Though?
If you want to go
Yeah,
out, it's
California,
got
innit?
beach. It's got everything. It's in
Yeah.
California. It's amazing.
Again, then we got.
And also, there's got a lot of
Got a good
UFO
place.
sightings around them sides. I'm intrigued by that stuff. You know, are you intrigued by UFOs?
No.
No,
Is
I
anyone
couldn't be
intrigued by that?
less interested in UFOs. I feel about UFOs.
You know, they've started admitting like we've had like. Have you ever heard of Commander David Fravor?
Miles, do something.
I don't know, man. I don't believe
Have you
in.
ever heard of
Miles,
Commander
I believe in
David
aliens,
Fravor?
bro.
Miles, you're gonna have to do something
You
here.
believe in aliens?
100%. You believe in
You ever
aliens?
heard of
Rory?
Commander David
No, I
Fravor?
don't believe in aliens.
Rory, you
man.
got
Commander David Fravor. He was work. He's a,
Sigourney Weaver and all that.
You don't believe in aliens? ET and that?
he was. He,
I believe in ET.
What's them people that fly the planes?
Pilots.
The army though. The army with the planes.
Pilots.
Fighter jet pilots.
Fighter jet pilots. The Navy, not the Navy. The Navy's the boats.
They're called pilots, bro.
Mate, it's the Champions League
The
final.
army pilots.
We could be talking about Gareth
saw
Bale
it.
and Zinedine Zidane and Alfredo Di Stefano. This idiot is
What's
talking
the
about
best Champions League final of all time?
Oh, Liverpool. AC Milan.
Chelsea Munich.
Yeah, we're gonna go
I think it
biased.
is. No, but I think
That's nowhere near it. That
No,
was-
but
think it
his,
is.
for him.
No, but I
was his
actually
first.
hang on a-
Boring.
No,
Was his
but
first.
no, boring, mate. Chelsea won the European Cup final in Munich.
what is the best,
against
though?
Munich?
Not when you're emotionally attached to.
Real versus Atletico was a
That
good
wasn't
one.
better than Liverpool's fruit.
That's a great shout. That was a great. Do you know?
guy
Real
really
Athletic Sergio Ramos.
Sergio Ramos.
What a geezer, mate.
He's a man.
What a geezer.
You know, we were about to sign him.
Mate,
I was so gassed.
Sergio Ramos, that final. Where was that? Was that in Portugal? That was
Yeah, it might have been
amazing.
in Lisbon.
Was that in Portugal?
That was 3-2 down, innit?
Mate,
And then
that was
3-3.
amazing. They were Real Atletico Madrid
And
in
Real
the first ever intercity final. Atletico Madrid were about to win the European Cup, and Sergio Ramos was it
Moments away.
Cardiff? Hang on, was it Cardiff? I think it was
Cardiff was Bale, man.
Oh,
Cardiff-
that was
Was
quality.
it Bale Cardiff?
Wait, maybe it was
Wherever it
Lisbon
was,
then. It
bro.
must have been Lisbon. It must have been Lisbon.
We're
Yeah,
checking
Bale
now.
was
Are we mixing?
Cardiff.
This is the beauty. You know
Mate.
how us we can't confuse our Champions League finals. We know which one's which.
Yeah.
When it comes to Real Madrid, you're like, wait.
Mate,
They've
isn't it
done,
amazing?
they've done like
Mate,
5
do you-
in the last
do you know what's
6 in the
Mate, do
last
you know what-
7
do you know what I
years,
think-
bro.
Do you know what I think is quite impressive? The fact that even when our teams
I remember
aren't in it,
mine.
we can almost identify where they are. Like I reckon that we could. Okay, let's do it. I've got a great game for us, right? Let's name the Champions League destinations.
I can name mine.
No, but okay, let's start. Where should we start? Liverpool, Galatasaray, Liverpool in Ataturk, 05, right?
05.
Do you think we could go from 05
To now.
to now destinations?
I could try.
Okay, 05 Istanbul,
It'll be hard.
06 Paris,
Paris, yeah.
yeah.
07
Was AC Milan versus Liverpool again.
in Athens,
Athens.
Yeah, yeah,
Then
yeah.
Moscow.
and Moscow 08, 09 Rome,
Rome, almost in Greece.
10
10.
Wembley.
10.
10 was Wembley. Bayern Munich.
11 was Wembley.
No, 11 was
Did they have
Wembley.
back to back at Wembley?
Wait, 10.
No.
Name the teams in 10. Who won it in 10?
Inter Milan versus Bayern Munich.
Inter Milan.
It was boring that Milito scored.
Inter Milan.
Inter Milan Bayern Munich.
It was boring.
In,
Wait, where did they win that? 2010. Where did Mourinho win that?
It was boring.
like, we can debate. So we're not. Whatever
No,
we say
no.
next isn't the answer.
Inter Milan. Where did they
It wasn't
win
in the stadium of like in Portugal.
No, but Mourinho didn't win it in Portugal. He would have. We
would've
would
gone crazy.
know about that. We would know about that.
Yeah.
Where was it in
It
10?
was a boring final, though. Germany!
Where was it in 10?
I think it was in
Munich again?
Germany.
No, it weren't in Munich. We were Munich in 2 years later.
No, I think it was in Germany.
No.
Where in Germany?
I don't know, but I know
Stop
it's
saying Germany.
check. I think
10, I don't know.
We
Inter
can't
Milan.
check because then we know the answer.
10, I don't know.
We got to know the answer.
We need to know the answer.
Okay, 10. Where was it in 10? This is a shame.
I think it was in Germany.
Hang on a minute.
So wait, let's work it out though.
Hang on.
Because you had Rome in 9, so it couldn't have been in Italy again.
No, it can't have been
It was
Italy.
Germany, bro.
In 8, you had Moscow, so it wouldn't be Russia.
No.
7 was
Athens.
Athens, so it's
6 was
6
Paris.
was Paris.
Paris, so it's not going to be France.
Hang on a minute. Where was it in
Are you
10?
sure it's not Wembley? No, it couldn't have been.
was-
Wembley.
No.
Wembley?
Would've known
Mourinho
it.
didn't win it in Wembley. Where was it in 10? Hang on. Think. Okay, let's think of the country. Germany, Spain. Was it in Spain?
Was it in Madrid?
Nah. Inter Milan versus Bayern.
No, because then that would have been the story, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Mourinho wins it in Madrid.
Yeah.
It was boring. I remember it was.
Okay, I don't know 10. Let's keep going because we might work it out. 11.
11 is Wembley.
12 is Munich. 13 is...
Give us the... What's Munich? Is that you? Chelsea, Bayern?
Yeah, 12.
See the teams
13 was... This is a great game.
go back?
Fuck, this is a fantastic game.
Why am I blocking that?
Yeah. Hang on.
Because Wembley had loads for a bit.
It did go back to Wembley.
So Wembley had loads for a bit.
Was 13 Wembley? Are we right? 13 was Wembley.
Wembley,
14
wasn't Wembley. That one was that?
Now this is where it gets...
Who won it? 14.
That's the thing.
Real Madrid?
So there's so many, bro.
No, Bayern.
Oh, it was Madrid.
Oh, that was Cardiff. No, that was Portugal. Lisbon. That was Lisbon. Lisbon 14. 15.
Cardiff?
Sergio Ram.
Oh.
No.
No.
15. Who won it in 15?
By me.
No.
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
No. That's a couple of years later. 15. Who won it in 15?
Oh!
Who? You got to get it right after that announcement. You've got to get this right.
No,
you can't get it wrong. You're not allowed. Mate, you get a yellow card if you do that. You can't announce it like
I know
that.
the next one. Sorry, I know the next one.
Okay, who's 16?
16 is... No, sorry, I've gone. I've got a year off. I know 16...
16 will help us do 15.
Do you know who 16 is?
No.
16 is Juventus versus Barcelona. That's yeah? Yes. 2016, Juventus versus Barcelona. Name... That's 15. That's why I got it right. I knew it.
Okay.
Where was it?
Where was it?
I was in Amsterdam.
I don't care where you were.
Because the final was on June the 6th. It was the day of my birthday. So I remember it.
Where was it?
Where was it?
It was June the 6th. See? Oh,
wait,
man.
wait. Hang on. Who was it? It was Barcelona versus Juve.
It was, see, I remember
Barcelona obviously won.
It was June 6th. Barcelona versus
15.
Juve.
Come on.
6th.
Was it in Wembley?
Nah, it wasn't Wembley. Because I remember I was in Amsterdam
15.
that year. I remember watching...
Nobody cares. Your holiday destinations
But this
a decade ago.
This is how I connect dots.
Wait, let's go 16.
Okay, 16.
Cardiff.
Cardiff.
I'm going to keep saying Cardiff till I get
16's Cardiff.
Oh, good.
17's when Liverpool won it.
No. 19 is when
19
Liverpool won it.
Liverpool.
Liverpool won it in 19 in Madrid.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, we're way off, boys.
Thought we'd be better at this.
It would have been better if we just named the teams.
Is that Lenny Kravitz?
Kickoff show.
Who won it in 16? Madrid.
Oh, yeah, it was back
Real
to back.
Madrid, Atletico.
Yeah, it was back to back. And then I think then Real Madrid beat Liverpool.
Where was it?
No, they played them 3 times, right?
They beat Liverpool in it.
Where was it in 16?
Athens,
Tell
wasn't
us. 16 Milan.
I would never have got that.
No, I weren't thinking Milan.
Then they beat Liverpool in Athens.
They beat
Didn't
Liverpool.
Because Liverpool could have won a game.
No,
in that.
not in Athens. Who?
No.
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
No, that was Kiev.
Kiev.
That was Kiev.
Yes.
Oh,
Then
yeah,
they won in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Liverpool then won it in Spain.
And then they lost one in Paris.
Liverpool lost it in Paris, yeah.
Yeah.
When Trent, Vinicius.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. When was Tottenham? Where was Tottenham?
Man City, Chelsea was
Porto.
Porto.
We're missing one in between though. That was 21.
Cardiff.
Cardiff, yeah.
Cardiff was in there.
Cardiff.
It would have been easier just to name
So
the
Cardiff
teams.
was 2017. So 17, Cardiff. Okay, we've got them all, right? Porto. Last year was...
This was meant to be a quick game, you know.
Last year was... wait. What are we, 23? Oh, wait, no. There was a Bayern Munich versus Paris Saint-Germain.
Oh, yeah, the COVID one.
Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain.
Where did they do all the games? Lisbon, not Portugal.
No.
They did them all in
Didn't they
one
do
place.
I thought it was
Germany.
in Budapest.
No, Budapest.
No, they played loads of games because Chelsea played against Atletico
They
Madrid
did like the
in
quarters
Budapest.
and the semi-finals all together, didn't they?
Yeah, it was in Portugal.
It
No,
was in Portugal, man.
No. Wait, that final was in Paris, I think.
No.
Where was that final?
Oh, I think
I think it was in Paris.
In PSG Stadium.
Paris. It's in
It
Lisbon.
was
That's what we said.
told you. Lisboa.
Because United lost one. You lost the Europa League
We're
final
just
that
making
year,
up stuff.
on penalties.
And then so it went
'Cause I never went to
Bayern,
that.
Paris Saint-Germain, Chelsea, Man City. 2 years, Liverpool.
I don't think this is great for the viewers.
Same viewers. It's the same words.
Anyway, the players are in the tunnel. Thank you to everyone that was playing along with us.
Are people fuming or are they enjoying it?
No, they enjoyed it.
Okay.
We got a super chat that says, do you think Dortmund winning will boost the sale value of Sancho and Maatsen? And does it make you happy or upset your club loan the players?
I mean, it will probably benefit the clubs. It will probably benefit Chelsea. Ian Matson's value will immediately go up, won't it?
Yeah.
Like it will. I don't care about his value, really. I think he's a good player.
To watch a puddle evaporate.
Well, he's not up for the final.
And Vidal says that you guys have a terrible memory.
Yeah.
I don't think I think we actually did quite well.
Right. We did well.
Especially the locations. We could have said the teams.
We were better when it was like 05, 06.
Yeah. We're
it's that middle. That middle part was a bit.
The team news for guys that haven't got it yet, and I know you that might not have heard it. Real Madrid's team: Courtois in goal, Carvajal, Rudiger, Fernandes, Mendy, Valverde, Camavinga, Cruz, Bellingham, Rodrigo, and Vinicius Jr. The Dortmund team.
They're not playing that Nacho, no? Nacho not starting?
No. The Dortmund team is Cabal, Ryerson, Hummel, Schlotterbeck, Matson, Can, Emre Can, Sabitzer, Sancho, Brandt, Adeyemi, and Fulkrug.
So you say Joselu doesn't get in there after he's the one who got them there?
Yeah, but he's crap, isn't it? But he's also crap. Like
I heard.
Do you think the manager should just drop his team and say, you know what, you got me here, so I'm just going to stick with you?
But that's
no. He's had his moment. He will never have another moment like that. He's cost £1.5 million, didn't they?
With Mora.
Huh?
People wanted them Poch to start Mora, didn't they? Because
Kane
was
in
injured.
that hat trick. Yeah.
And then they didn't. What do you think? I thought he should have started Mora.
No.
Then you can't drop Kane.
You can't not play Kane.
But then you got to find a way for the guy that scored the hat trick.
Nah, you don't.
But
There's
then
no
you bring on
sentimentality, man. Like, it was his moment. He lived his moment. It's like, I don't know, Michy Batshuayi won Chelsea the league, but he was crap, man.
Yeah.
Like, you don't play him in the final just because he scored a big goal along the way.
Oh, yeah,
I guess Ali never became Fergie's main guy after
fine.
99.
That's like, what's his name?
But you're going to have to tell us.
the Liverpool.
Origi.
Origi for Liverpool, you're right. Yeah, he didn't start.
He scored some funny goals, man.
He
Was it Everton?
He scored in the final. Yeah, he scored against Tottenham.
Came back in.
Yeah.
And he headed it in.
Yeah,
Jordan Pickford.
mental,
Jordan
wasn't
Pickford
it?
being an
Yeah,
idiot.
that's mad.
Yeah. No, he scored some big goals.
Origi was important.
They do brilliant
Outlet as well.
tifos. Look at the to steal the crown. We're back in town to steal the crown. Dortmund fans have just.
Is that the Madrid
That's
crown
empty,
off their
man.
badge?
That can't be Madrid.
Yeah. Dortmund's end is so much more
they do wicked
lively, so much more happening. They're so good.
I saw a Dragon Ball Z one the other day.
Do you think there's so many of them here that loads have come without tickets?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Bro, Germany's down the road.
It's as awkward as Spain, though, isn't it? Like it's no easier from someone.
Spain
from
fans are only really travelling with a ticket. Madrid fans.
Yeah.
German fans
They've been too long in the teeth
yeah.
to be going around that.
They ain't been to a final in years.
They lost.
Champions League.
Dortmund, no, they lost at Wembley, didn't
Yeah, I
they?
know. That's what I'm saying.
Have they been to one since? They lost to Arjen Robben.
Nah, they haven't been
Remember
to one
Arjen
since.
Robben got?
Yeah.
They haven't been to one since.
They
Those are
haven't.
all German.
All
Yeah.
German, yeah. 13.
And then they won it in 97.
They won it in
You know what
97,
the finals
yeah.
between.
Yeah. But yeah, they'll rock up. They'll go there. That's like if any one of our teams, there'll be loads of fans just going down there to see if we could get a
Yeah. It's just what I'm surprised by is just the volume of Dortmund fans compared to the lack of volume. Like, it's not a joke. I haven't seen a Real Madrid fan all day.
I got a mate who's a Real Madrid season ticket holder.
Is he?
Mate, I'm going to message him, see if he's there. He can send us some video.
Rory, what's your score prediction for today's game then?
I think ultimately Real Madrid are going to win easy, you know.
Easy.
I'm going 3-0 Madrid.
Wow.
They'll do it.
Adam, what are you saying?
Real Madrid.
You got this. Bearing in mind your last cup final, you got it right. Spot on 2-1.
Spot on, innit?
You're spot on.
Real Madrid 3-0.
Wow.
That's what I said.
It's gonna. Did you? Yeah.
3-0, yeah.
I think it's gonna be one of those moments where Dortmund players are just looking at each other like depressed after 60 minutes.
I'd love to see a 2-2.
No, you wouldn't.
we
Desmond.
don't win.
No, you
We
wouldn't.
don't.
No, you wouldn't.
And then someone
You want
nicks
to be
it.
here all night.
No.
And then someone nicks it. Someone nicks
No,
it.
you wouldn't.
Lastminute.com. Jude Bellingham.
No.
Okay,
You know,
3-2.
actually,
3-2.
it'd be quite funny to
3-2
see a late
Bayern.
equaliser.
Yeah,
because Rory would be
3-2
fuming.
I will be fuming.
3-2
I think I've got jet lag. I know I was only in Spain, but I feel like I'm slightly jet lagged.
What, you're only an hour ahead. Yeah.
But by the way,
I'm knackered.
I know you mentioned like your kid's school friend ended up on the same holiday. Can you imagine being a kid? You go on holiday and like the kid that bullies you from school ends up on the same resort.
I know.
You'd be like,
I can't
not
believe
saying
it.
that anyone's getting bullied,
Yeah,
but it'd be
no,
funny.
no.
Imagine that going away and then you're like, oh shit,
I can't
dickhead's
believe
there.
it. Do you know what happened? Do you know what
Yeah,
happened?
man,
We're
it's
walking
cool
through.
way,
We're walking past the pool, and there's this little kid in the pool, and my kid, who's a bit full of us, like giving it anyway. She walks past the kid and she goes, "Hi, Maya." I was like, "You don't know her, like, you don't know her." the kid goes, "Hi, Clementine." I'm like, "What?"
So nonchalant, isn't it? Like, oh, you're right. Like they're in Tesco.
Yeah.
Oh, hi,
I was
man.
like, "That's weird."
That's crazy. Kids are like that. Man.
No,
Nothing phases them. It's like, oh, Maya's here.
Did you enjoy your holiday?
it was amazing.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
Come back looking tanned.
Not really. I keep out the sun if I can help it. I'm not.
Is it?
I get burnt, mate. But also it's
I'm
Costa del
like,
Sol,
I
innit?
chase
It's
the
so
tan
it's so hot there.
Walk around.
I love getting it.
It's so hot.
Like, he loves it when I come back. I love
Yeah.
Let's catch
I
the
just look
sun.
orange.
Let's catch it, bro.
Yeah,
Let's
no.
catch it.
But I go Barbados.
Did you see? Did you see the pictures I sent you?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, it's
Am I
mental.
allowed? Like,
Just
you know,
say it, you
but
can
are you
say it.
allowed to?
They're not there still,
No,
are
but there's
they?
something.
Did they leave while you were there?
No, partly that, but also they left. But you know, particularly
If they go back.
huge iconic footballer that I saw.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to have seen him? You know, like,
Yeah.
can you think
I still think he's one of my favourite players ever.
Ryan Giggs was in my resort?
Oh, wow.
Ryan Giggs. When I saw him, I was
the
just
whole
like,
So we already
I was
said
just
it on
like,
stream.
I was just like, oh my god.
For the whole week?
Yeah, he was next to me on the pool, like by the pool. I was just looking, I was like, oh my god, that's Ryan
Wow.
Giggs. And you know, like that is genuine. Like, I was
Reckon Ryan
genuinely
Giggs was thinking,
starstruck.
oh my God, there's that guy that said Haaland would score 50 goals.
That's going to chase you forever, you know. You guys are never going to let him live that down.
Oh
Man.
my
I
God.
couldn't believe it. He was so nice to me as well. He was such
Imagine
a
if
nice
Ryan
guy.
Giggs came up to you like Troy Deeney and went, the king of talks, boy.
Mate, I would have fainted. I would have fainted. But do you know, like when I met him, and obviously he was with his missus, and like we're underway, by the way. Ryan Giggs was with his missus. I was looking at him, and he was sunbathing, right? He's there. I was looking at his left foot. I was just like, oh my god, look, there's a geezer on the pitch.
Already?
Oh,
He's having a selfie with Bellingham now.
that is quality. That is
24
quality.
seconds into the game.
How much have you? That can't
Mate.
be a protester as well, because they're just
No,
taking
he's just
selfies.
having selfies.
Like, you've paid for a ticket, yeah?
Mate, do it after 80 minutes when
Bro,
you
no,
watch
do it
the
now.
majority of the game. No,
You could
because
have
you're
stood by
going
the coaches and got a selfie with Belly.
Yeah, but you've done it in the Champions League final on the pitch.
You've done it after 40 seconds.
You never go to a game
Where's
again.
your ticket?
But
You could do the same thing after
yeah, but it's
88
the moment
minutes,
though, Rory,
couldn't
because
you?
we're talking about it now. Remember that I'm that guy.
Yeah, but
TikTok,
we're not
all
talking
that
about
stuff.
him. We don't know his name.
Yeah, but he's gonna go viral.
And most of us
No, he
will
will
call him
go
a
viral.
Belly.
He will go
It will be
viral.
live on
As soon as he
some-
comes out that stadium, you post that.
It'll be posted now. Won't it just be live? Isn't that how
Well,
people
unless
do
you've
these
got a
things?
point to make. I mean, Jude Bellingham's great and all, but you're going to throw away your ticket for a selfie.
He's obviously there for that.
Yeah, if you don't support
He's
that
not there
team,
for. He's not there for any normal
I find
reason.
it mad, man.
yeah,
It's
Even
ridiculous.
as a neutral, I go,
Just-
you know what?
Well, just do it on
wait
88
5
minutes.
minutes.
88.
You're fine.
88. See the final.
he's a fight. You're a fine one, bro. You jumped on the pitch when
I
Fellaini
was
scored.
celebrating a goal.
Yeah, but he was on the pitch. You weren't meant to be
Yeah,
there.
but not after.
Accidentally on the pitch.
Allegedly.
You know what happened? No alleged. There's pictures of it. My inner thoughts won. Like, I was stood there, like, basically what happened was, at Palace, we were at the front, and we were singing weirdly, Fellaini scores were on the pitch. But that's not to say it was pre-planned or anything.
Because you
No,
don't
but
think
you
he's gonna
sing that.
score.
You sing that tongue in cheek. We sing it about
when we're in
Makaleli.
tier 2 of the Stretford end, we sing
Yeah.
it. But anyway, we've scored now, and everyone by me burst on, and the gates just swung open. In it, and the stewards just moved out of the way. He didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But then I was basically at a point where I was like,
Oh.
if I step over this cameraman who's here, and it's pretty easy to step over him, I can celebrate with my team. And then I just thought, fuck it. I just went and did it.
The trouble
and then
is,
luckily I jumped back into my seat.
Just in time.
the trouble is, it's always a worry that it's always a worry that it can go wrong. Like in theory, you can be banned because I did it when Lampard scored his 2-11.
So you pitched Invader as well.
I did it at Villa Park when you know at Villa Park they put me in a cell under the pitch.
Yeah, they
And underneath
got
the
holding
pitch at
cells in
Villa
the
Park.
pitch.
Oh, you got nicked.
I didn't get nicked. I just got detained.
But then someone from the coach, because I went down on a coach that day, someone on the coach, which you could tell, obviously went down on a coach that day. Someone from the coach got nicked, but when he went to court, he got away with it.
Right.
Because of the moment that it was
Yeah, it's a
in.
moment, yeah.
It
Yeah,
wasn't.
it's
It wasn't.
just-
No one was angry. No one was trying to do anything.
Yeah,
and weirdly, Man United put it on their match report on their website.
They
It was
used
the
the
picture
picture.
of me. And then once they realised it was like someone must have told someone, they deleted it.
But I always think it's out of order when TV companies do it as well, just as Manchester United have done it there. Manchester United as a club look, Vinicius Jr.'s giving it to the Real Madrid fans, telling them to pipe up a bit, because presumably all he can hear is Dortmund fans. But do you know what I think is a liberty? When Manchester United have used Adam's overzealous celebration as cause for celebration themselves. They've gone, look how passionate our fans are. We're on the pitch. Brilliant. I find TV companies do it. You know, if somebody were to let off a smoke bomb or a flare, the TV company go, look at the passion.
Yeah.
The poor geezer who's let that off is nicked.
Oh, you get nicked for that?
Yeah, man. Mate, listen to what happened to me in Swansea. We went to this is
Villa, Swansea. You got to pick better stadiums.
Mate, I know the glamour.
You got to pick better stadiums.
We had a nightmare in Swansea. I went with my mate who drove. There were 3 of us. They had smoke. This is 10 years ago when smoke was a real thing. Everyone was letting them off. We had loads at Southampton one year in the cup when Denver Bar scored. We've gone to Swansea. You know when Eden Hazard kicked the ball boy?
Yes.
That day.
Yeah.
So we've been beat at home 2-0. We've gone away. It was Benitez's manager. We've gone to the game, and as we walk into the game, the police obviously knew that we would potentially have these things.
Yeah.
I didn't have any on me.
Yeah.
I didn't have a coat on. So my mate and the guy that I was with both had them and therefore got nicked. I didn't. So I'm just like, I can't get home now. It's a night game in Swansea. I'm basically in the away end. I've had to go like this in the away end. I was like, is anyone going back to London? Someone gave me a lift, thankfully. But and I was just like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I'm now in Swansea. It's 9:30.
Yeah.
They're definitely not getting out. How the hell am I going to get home?
Yeah, they keep them to the next day, though.
Yeah.
Do they?
At least, yeah.
So
Do you know what they do?
Maximum inconvenience.
No, I tell you what the police. I tell you what they will often do.
Make you miss your last train the next day as well.
No, wait. What they'll often do, if it's only a normal detention, what they'll often do, very infuriatingly, say you're at Newcastle and the final train to London goes at 10:35, they let you out at 10:35. Knowing full well that you then missed the train and you got to buy a hotel and yeah.
So what you got? So you got one sec.
You can get detained.
You got detained.
Yeah.
So what? So you got detained
at Villa Park. There was a lot of mate. My overriding memory of it. There was a geezer on the pitch with one leg who was celebrating with his fake leg in the air.
I think I remember something like that.
He's celebrating with his fake leg in the air.
Something like that happened recently at Southampton game. But one of the playoffs, someone had their leg.
Celebrating.
Yeah.
He was on the pitch with his leg, and Lampard came over. It's really. It's why I'm like forever a little bit annoyed with Cesar Azpilicueta.
Right.
When everyone was on the pitch going like Azpilicueta was like telling us to get off. I'm like, come on, mate.
Yeah,
come on.
You
enjoy the moment.
So I went up to Falcao and I went, don't leave Falcao. And he gave me a high five and I was like, say it, lads, I'm sorting it out.
Azpilicueta, one of our best signings ever. 7 million quid from Marseille, and seen as a Chelsea legend. Never quite having him because he tried to throw me off the pitch at the park.
Like that. Like someone got grabbed up by the police and he'd steal.
Nah, chill.
I've seen that a few times where players go, whoa.
Yeah,
they realise they get very handsy in it.
Yeah, it's like some players when there's pitch invaders, with kids and stuff.
Did Lampard score a big goal of his at Villa Park?
Two in the same day. He broke Chelsea. So He broke Chelsea's goal scoring record.
Picture of him like that
on someone's shoulders.
I think the thing, but my cousin's a steward at Villa Park.
Oh, is he in the background?
He's in the picture like this.
No,
he always talks to me about it.
I think it would probably be Lampard's. I mean, it wasn't a trophy. Like obviously he won us the league at Bolton. He scored amazing goals in the Champions League. He scored in the Champions League final. But I think for Lampard himself, becoming Chelsea's record goal scorer as a midfielder, at Villa Park we won 2-1. He equalised. He became joint record scorer with Bobby Tamblyn. Then broke it in the same game. So
it was a big moment.
Yeah. That's why we were on the pitch.
Yeah, that's a big moment.
Oh, so that was the same.
That was it. That was why we were. Yeah. That was why we were celebrating so much because it was like Lampard's moment.
And then they just had you on a cell under the pitch
while
the game was going on.
Yeah.
So you can still.
I remember being at Villa Park.
Why did they nick you? Everyone else was
there. They put everybody that was on the pitch. They were all right. They just put us in a holding cell until the game was done.
What?
Yeah,
so what, you went back to your seats?
They can't
no.
They can't be seen to let you go back to your seat.
On pitch and nicking, marched off, kind of walking past the Chelsea fans, and they were like, "God, son," I was like, "Yeah, this was good." Now I'm a little bit upset.
Go on, Rory.
Yeah, and then you had to put in, and they were all right. They let us off.
Get back into the stands, and you're like me at Palace, and you'd be like,
yeah. Everyone did it as if that's an excuse. But everyone was on. Oh no, there was 100. There was loads.
Oh, so you lot was singing underneath there.
But he would have been one of like 10 that got caught.
Yeah.
Out of the 100. Because we had I didn't go on the pitch at this one, but at Villa Park we came from 2-0 down. Van Nistelrooy, Schmeichel's in goal for them. Van Nistelrooy scored. Solskjaer scored. One of the cup classics. And like I'm there with my dad at like 12 years old, watching all these fans run on the pitch, going, "Can I go?"
Yeah, asking permission.
And he looked at you like, "You better not."
Yeah, of course you can't.
Yeah,
you better not.
Yeah.
8 minutes gone in this game.
Nothing so far.
Yeah,
It's quite often
really.
like this, isn't it? It's quite often a chess match very early in a Champions League.
You don't want to concede early. You don't want to make a mistake. Everyone's in that mind frame. I cannot make a mistake.
Yeah,
You don't want to be
huge
that
day
person.
for Jude Bellingham. I feel like Jude Bellingham, like you mentioned him earlier, Miles. This is. I don't agree with this. I think it's utter nonsense. But I have heard it suggested that Jude Bellingham doesn't turn up when it most matters.
Yeah.
You know, like in the biggest of occasions. Maybe.
No.
But I think
I agree.
What
I agree.
happened
But
this
it is
season with
suggested.
him is that the managers had to pull him deeper in the team because of injuries and stuff. So he started out playing much further up the field.
At
and
the beginning of the
then
season.
getting pulled back.
Do you think we see the Balon d'Or winner tonight? Whoever wins this
Yeah.
game, do you think this is linked? To,
I think it'll be Vinicius personally.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do you think?
But it's like a prediction.
if they win?
Yeah, I think Real Madrid win. I think
No,
Vinicius.
but do you think they
is key.
have to win for him to?
Yes.
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 And if they don't,
But that's not to say a Dortmund player can win it.
what about if Dortmund don't win this? Who do you think gets the Balon d'Or? Do you think it's then potentially Kane or something?
No.
Someone else?
No.
If England won the Euros, it could be Kane because of his season individually for his club. But again, like if you play for Bayern and they haven't won the league this year, I don't think you should be allowed to win.
Okay, cool. If
Him.
let me ask you a question then. So if Jude Bellingham doesn't win the Champions League today, but he wins the Euros for England, does Phil Foden get the Ballon d'Or now?
Foden could.
It depends on impact.
Foden
doesn't
won't get it. I don't think a Man City player gets it. Remember, it's very political. I don't think a Man City player gets it.
There's a case for Phil Foden then in
Of course
that
there's a
aspect.
case.
Yeah,
Of
no,
course
there
there's
is. What you're
there's
saying is
100% a case.
true.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, there's a
What
case for
you're
Phil
saying is
Foden then.
There's definitely a case for Foden. My
Yeah,
God.
'cause
My God, there's
Oh,
a
that's
case
a
for
foul.
Foden.
So yeah, because Man City did the treble last year.
But
They
I
still
think
didn't
whoever
win.
wins it, this
No
is the
single player
worst
still didn't
Ballon d'Or winner
win. Yeah, you're right.
in a long, long
What,
time.
in terms of ability or just in terms of worthiness?
Just like worthiness. Like,
Yeah,
not
because
ability, because I think the Vinicius is one of the best.
Do you know
players
what I
of the
think
world,
should
like,
happen? Do you know there are certain players, and I believe Harry Kane. I also think Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah isn't the best footballer in the world this year,
No.
but I think he's been the best. He's arguably been the best footballer cumulatively in the world over the past decade.
yeah.
I feel like he could potentially. It doesn't work like this, but I quite like the idea of it working like that.
No, but you're just
Like
giving
Mohamed Salah shouldn't retire from football or retire from at least European football if he were to make a move to Saudi. He shouldn't finish his career without winning a Ballon d'Or. At various points, Mohamed Salah has been totally unplayable and deserves acknowledgement
Has
for
he
that.
ever
I think
been the
same
best
about-
player, one player in the world?
Yeah, but at the time,
Close
Cristiano Ronaldo was doing the business.
Messi.
Yeah,
Was
so
doing
that was the problem.
That's the point, though.
Mbappe was doing the business.
Like Salah's had probably better peaks. than
Salah's
whoever
first season at Liverpool,
Whoever
man.
wins it this year, let's say Bellingham won it this year.
Yeah.
Salah's obviously been a better player
Yeah.
than Bellingham for most of the back end of his career.
Yeah, of course.
But Bellingham has just been the best player in the world in that season.
What I mean is, and I know this doesn't make sense, but being romantic about football, lovely play here.
Lovely
or
play, unlucky.
terrible
Who's that?
shot.
Valverde?
Yeah, but
Great player.
But what I mean is, you know Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale finished football never winning a Ballon d'Or. I think he should have got one. Eden Hazard finished football without ever winning a Ballon d'Or.
I don't think Gareth Bale should have won one.
Did Maradona ever get a Ballon d'Or?
I
Did
don't know.
Has Maradona ever won a Ballon d'Or?
I assume so. But,
Okay, it seems so.
I can't remember it.
So I don't know.
I can't remember it.
Okay,
but I can't see a picture of him with it.
No, no. I don't remember.
So,
Like,
yeah.
you know that Keegan's won it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know that Keegan's won it. You know that Platini's won
I've
it.
always
You know Karl-Heinz
assumed-
Rummenigge's won it.
You know, if we played a game, go name Ballon d'Or winners, and it went back. Eventually, I'd go Maradona.
Yeah.
And think, surely that's the right answer.
Yeah.
But
Seedorf would be
Yeah,
one, I'd think.
yeah.
But I know he hasn't, but he'd be one, I'd think. Surely he should have.
Geordie says, by Rory's logic, Cruz could win it.
Yeah, again, fine. Yeah, that is my logic. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but-
not.
Nah,
I
I
know
wouldn't-
that's not how it works, by the
Yeah.
way, but I kind of think it should.
I feel like Mo Salah would have won it if they did.
Oh, sorry, it was only European players when Maradona was playing.
Oh, well, you could only.
okay.
You had to.
They
be,
never give it to South America.
Americans.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
okay, that's great. So if he was,
Even if you're playing in Europe, that's mental.
so he would have played. He would
You'd
have
have been
won it.
playing for Napoli, winning the
Yeah,
league.
Napoli. Yeah, he said he won. He should have won it. So technically, he won it
Ah.
without winning it. Does that make sense? Yeah, but like, touching on the Mo Salah subject, I agree with you. Mo Salah should have won a Ballon d'Or, but I feel like if he did win it, the league and the Champions League in the same year, then I think they would have gave it to him because he would have been unplayable. He would have been
Like
the guy.
Ronaldo away. It
Yeah.
becomes undeniable.
It's like
Yeah.
Benzema. It's like Benzema. Benzema carried Real Madrid to winning that Ballon d'Or.
I'm not sure.
Not the Ballon d'Or, to winning that Champions League. He was the main man.
Yeah.
It was Benzema. He beat PSG.
But I
he beat
think,
Real
do
Madrid,
you
he
not
beat
think that
everyone by
Benzema
himself,
won it?
respectfully?
Do you think Benzema won it the year that he won it? Partly through the logic that I'm suggesting.
I think-
Cumulatively won it.
I think he won it. I think he
his
won it.
respect grown, I think, when Ronaldo left as well.
Yeah.
Yes. He did the thing what
Oh, hang
Benzema
on, is
did.
he in it? Oh my God. That's a great touch.
Dortmund.
Oh!
Way wide.
He's absolutely Julian Alvarez, did.
Julian Brandt, great player. Benzema.
You've got two people, great players. Weirdly, after they've had howler of a shot. Like they're both
So Valverde will walk into any one of our
No,
teams.
Valverde's an amazing player. I agree with you.
Brandt,
but you pointed it out after they've had.
If he starts for Chelsea, he's their captain next week. He's that good. Like, he's better than every single Chelsea
tell you
player.
who Chelsea's captain is now.
I don't know.
Thiago Silva. Oh, he's left. So,
I mean, Conor Gallagher was at various points. Reece James, if he's ever fit, it's problematic.
Yeah, until 1995, only Europeans could win the
95.
That's crazy.
That's a mad one.
95.
That's crazy.
That's probably why FIFA had that FIFA World Player of the Year as well, didn't you?
Right.
What about how does Lewandowski feel? Remember the year when he was meant to win it? He got called off.
And
he was unplayable.
We talked recently about it
the pandemic.
being retroactively given
posthumously.
Yeah.
Nah, you don't want it. You don't want it after that. You want to be there. You want to be before the.
Nah, I think
that's like saying. Oh,
I think he should have won it.
You don't want it.
Do you know the only thing that's changed the touch?
You offered me a Balon d'Or.
Do you think Harry Kane has made his achievements at Munich? Harry Kane has. There was a time when Lewandowski was scoring all those goals in Germany where we were like, "Oh my god!" Yeah. Whereas now Harry Kane has actually broken those records, and we're like, "How impressive was Lewandowski?"
No, don't do that.
No, but didn't they win the Champions League when?
Yeah, Lewandowski would have won the Champions League. Yeah.
So there's that.
And he was doing it in the Champions League. He won them, and he was winning them championships. Harry Kane didn't. Harry Kane came third.
Yeah.
So all those goals didn't really accumulate or come to anything.
Right.
Lewandowski's goals came to something. So Lewandowski.
That's very interesting. So the Ballon d'Or went back and re-evaluated it with everybody involved, like South Americans and whatever. And Maradona actually won the Ballon d'Or twice by the law. I wonder who he beat. I wonder who actually got it and didn't deserve it. Probably Platini, isn't it? 80.
So they took the Ballon d'Or of the actual winner and gave it to Maradona.
Sounds like it was
Belanov in 86 and
Mateus.
Lothar Matthäus. It would.
You can't take my Ballon d'Or off me.
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
They said he would have got it.
It's like when they do. Okay. It's like when they do those things. You know, when I've seen like the 1970 FA Cup final, I saw that refed by today's standards. There were 12 sendings off.
What?
There were 12. Like, there were none. There were none in the game. In the game, yeah. Chelsea played Leeds in at Old Trafford.
Let me ask you a question, Rory. If you're Mateus, and
you ain't giving it up. You ain't giving it up. No way. You ain't.
Adam, if you know in your heart of hearts, like this guy's better than
I ain't giving it up.
Because also you're gonna go no. Because they're just no.
So I've always thought like that. You know when Floyd Mayweather lost in the Olympics.
This is what happened.
Go on.
Diego Maradona. Sorry to cut you off there.
Go on.
Diego Maradona never won the Ballon d'Or, as only players of European nationality were eligible to win the award during the large majority of his career. However, he did receive an honorary award in '95 that was named the Golden Ballon d'Or.
Right.
Oh, so he got it.
He kind of got a better. He got a better acknowledgement. His was gold. You bang on about that kind of thing.
Yeah, he used to talk about that.
Yeah, we will bang on about that.
As is gold. It's also
What's the biggest Ballon d'Or robbery you've seen in the past?
Well, I mean, Lewandowski's is a great example.
No, but
because he actually won it and they didn't give it to him.
But that's technically
that's mental.
That's due to like.
Yeah, but that's mental though.
But what about
someone that deserves
first,
it?
Second, third.
I'll tell you one that I think was ridiculous.
Go on.
When Jorginho finished third.
Yeah, that was mental.
That was mental.
That's going to be like this year, though.
That was mental.
Someone's going to finish there. You're going to be like, huh?
There was someone else nominated. I think Mason Mount was like 20th or something. You know, it was like...
He's class, no Mason Mount.
He played about 2 minutes in that cup final.
What about Henry and Nedved?
Oh, yeah.
What, in terms of players?
Henry came second, Nedved came first.
Did Nedved beat Henry to it?
Yeah.
What year though?
2000.
That was the year when we didn't win the Champions League.
So 06?
Yeah.
06? Nedved? That's very late for Nedved, isn't it?
It must have been 06.
No, that's very late.
It's 06. No, it's 04.
Very late.
Because Cannavaro was 06.
Invincible year. It was the invincible year.
That still feels late for Nedved. Nedved was doing the business.
Nedved did beat Henry though.
Yeah, but Nedved was playing for...
Did Juventus win the Champions League against AC Milan?
That
was at Old Trafford.
AC Milan beat Juve, didn't they?
At Old Trafford.
Yeah. Sorry, I got it the wrong way around.
Nedved didn't win. I don't think he really won anything that
year. So Nedved won it in 03.
Okay.
But how good... I know Henry was obviously... but that wasn't like Henry's peak.
Yeah, 03, 04 was his peak. That was invincible season.
03 or 04, but Nedved won it 03.
You know who won it above Henry?
Who?
Cannavaro and Buffon were ahead of him. The top 3 when Cannavaro won it.
Because they won the World
It was
Cup.
Cannavaro.
They won. Italy won the World Cup.
Henry.
Yeah.
Italy won the World Cup in
Henry
06.
stinking
Beating
that.
France, in fact.
But then neither of those players are better than Henry.
And neither is
No.
Midfield.
You know, actually, 3, 4, and 5 probably should have been the top 3.
Go on, tell me.
Thierry Henry,
Yeah.
Ronaldinho, Zinedine Zidane.
Oh my god.
Imagine
but
they gave it to
Can-
Buffon and
Cannavaro.
Cannavaro finished above.
No, but Ronaldinho
Drogba
won
was
it.
8th that year.
Ronaldinho won it the year after that. Ronaldinho won it 06, 05 or 06.
07 was
Because
Kaká.
that's when Steven Gerrard finished 3rd and Frank Lampard finished 2nd.
Ronaldinho won it 05.
Yeah, Ronaldinho 05, Lampard was 2nd that year, and Gerrard was 3rd.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, and you see Ronaldinho playing in Shepherd's Bush, by the way.
Oh, I
Yeah,
saw the clip
amazing,
today.
isn't
Yeah.
it? You see the car he's been driving around in.
No,
Yeah, it's a
Is it
pink
Rolls Royce with
yeah.
a big Nike tick on
Yeah.
it?
Have you seen that picture of him just sitting there with a load of arses around him? Have you seen
He's
it?
been on the club.
No, he obviously just loves the ladies, but he obviously loves the ladies. Like some people, they got a thing for the girls with the arses.
Yeah.
And I think
There's nothing wrong
Ronaldinho.
with that.
Do you? do
The
you-
girls with the arses.
Arses. Yeah,
No, my
Like
mate.
there's a 10 of them.
No, but some like I'll be totally frank with you. A big fat ass don't do it for me.
Beckham should have won it 99. Sorry.
You went to Beckham.
Yeah,
He's
I
talking
don't
about
disagree with
arses.
that. Hang on,
You're talking about
hang on, you need to
Beckham.
focus on. You need to focus on the important things. You
I
need to
replied
stop
to a
talking.
comment.
You need to stop talking about important football.
Yeah,
chat.
stop talking
Focus on
about golden.
arses.
Stop talking about golden balls. Stop talking about arses here.
Yeah. Anyway, Ronaldinho. I've seen a picture of him. Just him with like this, right, smiling at the camera.
Wouldn't you?
And here is an arse, and here is an arse, and here, and it's just loads of arses.
I love that.
Have you seen it?
Class, that.
Fantastic,
That's
folks.
going to go on my wall. That's going to go on the set.
You get it off
Actually,
it.
yeah, get it on the set.
Ronaldinho.
Right, here's a question.
Go on.
Kaká was the 4th Brazilian to win the Balon d'Or.
Oh,
But he was
easy.
also the 6th Milan player to win the trophy. So can I get the 4?
Oh,
And the aim is
got
in.
to score.
Oh, he's gone too
Terrible
wide.
touch, man.
Gone. Wait, he should have went. He should have went run.
Bruv, that was the worst touch of
That was terrible. Why you never going to right
He
hand
needed to
side?
get out for a throw in.
Bro, he went
going?
round the wrong. He went.
Thibaut
That-
Courtois was good though. He makes
was
life
his-
very difficult.
But
But
you know what it
was
is?
his-
He went round the wrong way.
bruv, you're not going to get a better
Yeah.
chance than that in Champions League. Look how onside he is. What Real Madrid doing?
This way, no, no, no.
Oh, what is Carvajal
This way.
doing?
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. He's gone the wrong way.
He's gone the wrong way. He went round the wrong way.
What is
It's a
Carvajal
fantastic.
doing?
He did like the recovery.
He went
was
round the
good.
wrong way.
Courtois, does he get anything on the ball there, Courtois? I don't think he does.
He's had a good season this
He's had
season
a
as
howler,
well. You
yeah.
know?
Mate, he's
Yeah.
taking it so wide.
taking it- he
You know
should've
what?
checked it
You know
back.
when you've gone that wide? Start again.
Yeah, you start again.
Start again.
You got to start again. You got to start. It was a great ball. by the way,
Courtois, do
didn't
you remember that Champions League final against
Ball
Liverpool?
into the box. Courtois
one in
up. He
Paris.
spilt it. He's
Ooh.
got it.
The Courtois performance in Paris against Liverpool, it's one of the best goalkeeping performances I think I've ever seen.
He was very good.
He's up there with like a Petr Cech performance I saw once. Like, it's just like you just can't get past him. You know, it's like one of the best goalkeeping performances. Liverpool must have had what 8 really good chances.
yeah. And
Courtois saved them all.
He saved them. He was like a cat that day.
So who were the 3 Brazilians to win it before him? This is easy.
Okay, 3 Brazilians have
easy.
won the European. They've won
Ballon
the
d'Or before him. Bearing in mind,
before Ronaldinho.
before Kaká, bearing in mind, there's that rule.
Yeah.
95.
You can't go too far back. Okay, from 95 onwards.
Oh, from 95 onwards.
Brilliant,
This is easy.
brilliant Brazilians. Did Rivaldo win it?
Yep.
Ronaldo.
Did Denilson win it?
No, you need 2 more now. It's
Rivaldo.
really easy.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho, yeah.
Yeah.
So those 4. Now,
AC Milan players. This is
5
great.
AC Milan players that won the Ballon d'Or before Kaká.
Shevchenko.
Jean-Pierre Papin.
No Papin, but there is Shevchenko.
Yay!
Did
Shevchenko.
Marcel Desailly?
No.
Marco van Basten?
They had to win it there, obviously. Marco van Basten won 3, 88,
Marco
89,
van Basten,
92.
right?
Yakstam?
We got. So we got Van Basten.
I would have
Wait,
loved to have said yes.
I don't know. No.
AC Milan.
You got Van Basten, Shevchenko.
Shevchenko.
There's
Oh,
3
Crespo.
No. There's 3 more names.
No, Rijkaard didn't win
No.
it, did he? Is that a foul? AC Milan players to win the Ballon d'Or. Come on. Paolo Maldini must have won it at one point. Never.
Inzaghi.
Never.
What?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh, Dortmund! Off the post!
No one's
Back
there.
across the box!
Oh.
Mendes down with it!
Dortmund are killing them.
But this is their moment. This is
Yeah,
their
yeah,
Martin
they've got to
McKola
score.
moment.
They've
You've
got
got to
to
take
score.
it, bruv.
What are they giving it to Courtois? What are they doing? That's cool. That's very
That's
calm.
super cool. That's ice cold. I can't hear you.
There's a bit true though.
Hang on, this is a great game. AC Milan players to have won the Ballon d'Or. Clarence Seedorf ever win it?
No.
So who have we got so far?
Shevchenko, Van Basten, and Kaka. Obviously, the 5 before Kaka, though, we're trying to get.
Hang on, the 5 before Kaka. So is it that era? Is it Van Basten era?
You've said Van Basten.
Is it that era, though? Is it the Desai, Savicevic
There's
team?
2 before Van Basten.
Before Van Basten, hang on.
One is...
Not Jean-Pierre Papin?
No.
What? Okay, before
One of them is at the end of the 60s.
Oh.
And one of them is in the 80s, which you should get. You should get.
The 60s, I don't know.
Yeah, because I ain't going to get that.
Not Ancelotti, is it?
No.
In the 80s, AC Milan 80s.
He won it a year before Van Basten.
Part of the Van Basten team. What country is he from? Is he Italian?
He's not Italian. I'm not telling you what country because you'll get it.
Georgie Weah.
He has won one, but it was in 95. So you've got one more name.
I was going to say George Weah.
Georgie
You
Weah.
got George Weah, Shevchenko, Van Basten. You need 2 more names. You've already said you're not going to get one of them. So you need 1 more name. And I don't believe you haven't got this one. Yeah.
Baresi?
I'm going to tell you just so you can kick yourself.
Go on.
Rude Hullet.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He signed for Chelsea the following year. Chelsea literally signed a Ballon d'Or winner for free.
Wait, what year did you sign him?
90.
You never signed him the year later. He won it in 87.
Oh, right.
Gianni Riviera was the one who won it in 1969.
Rude Hullet.
no,
How can we
no.
forget
Fuck.
Hullet.
Yeah, mate. There was a clip that went around the other day, like I saw on Twitter of the sort of furore of Chelsea signing Hullet, and it starts in the like tiny little megastore, which was our old. It's not even a megastore, just like our old club shop of a geezer like making these shirts.
I love when you see them.
Yeah, you know, like that big press making the Ruud Hullet. Yeah, mate, what a player.
He's a good player.
Yeah, of course, man.
Emre Can's
what
down
year did he
injured
win
for
it?
those.
Yeah, because that's the year that Holland beat USSR in the final. The Van Basten volley.
USSR.
Yeah,
There was USSR there.
States of
No.
Russia,
Yeah.
innit?
Yeah,
I remember playing
across,
games
it's over.
with that.
That's the best volley ever.
Was you there?
I wish.
He said that so.
I wish.
He said it as if he was there.
I
Like, that
wish. Nah.
Is Emre Can coming off injured?
Can't be.
He hasn't taken his armband off, so I think
Do you remember
no.
he scored one of the best bicycle kicks I've ever seen. Do you remember
Against
that?
Norwich.
Might have been, yeah.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he
mate,
has
you know?
though. Yeah.
He's a very nice.
You know
guy.
who scored one of the best ones and he never gets.
Trevor Sinclair.
No, Christian Benteke at Old Trafford. When Martial scored on his debut,
Ooh.
it gets forgotten about because Liverpool lost and Martial scores straight after. But like he scored
a wicked.
such a good. And Dean Ashton scored probably the best one I've seen at Old Trafford.
That was a good one as well.
Like
Had dodgy
half
knees.
No,
a
but the
Rooney.
best on the Richter scale of bicycle kicks, the best ever bicycle kick is Trevor Sinclair at Loftus Road. Like that's a fact.
It was a good one.
No, it's fucking hell. it's
Not of all time, but just in the
yeah,
Prem.
by a mile.
In the Prem or just
Mate,
all time?
if you subtract from your logic here, if you subtract like the meaningfulness of it, so like obviously the best in
Just
terms
pure
of
technique,
the best
how
in
it
terms of
looks.
meaningful is
Yeah, how
probably
it
Bale,
looks.
right? Bale for the
Bale.
best ever because of the Champions League final.
Yeah.
Bale did it in Champions League final. That's the best ever.
It's crazy.
But if you remove context, Trevor Sinclair,
I like Zlatan's
off the back
one.
of a Danny Maddox cross against Barnsley at Loftus Road, technique-wise, that is the
Vinicius
the
beat his
bicycle
man.
kick.
Cross into the
Great
box.
cross as well. It's like the
Well
Damien Duff
cleared
cross
by
there.
Dortmund.
Low and hard. That's the Damien
He
Duff
models his
cross,
game on
I've
Damien.
That's
never
the Damien
ever
Duff.
heard that in my life. That's a
the Da-
Damien
that's a
Duff.
You know
Damien
what?
Duff
Weirdly,
cross,
we
man.
have
Drill
spoken
it
about
low.
Damien Duff so much in recent
He's
weeks
so
and
good.
months, haven't we?
Such
Was
a-
Damien Duff better than Lundberg?
Yes.
I don't.
Yeah, by a mile.
Yeah.
By a mile.
Perez, you go Perez. But Damien Duff is better than
Oh,
Lundberg.
well, that one. Then.
Adeyemi is in
They're in
again.
again.
Adeyemi is in again.
He's rapid.
Adeyemi is. Oh, he's took it.
Oh,
Good here. He's got.
oh, who's that?
Adeyemi fucked that again, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, he
I know
went
he's
too
got the
wide.
shot
He
away,
went
but
too
he's
wide,
got
didn't
his
it?
first touch
Pace, bro.
in
Went
the
too
box.
wide.
He is fast.
But Real Madrid
yeah,
are
he's
giving him the space.
He's rapid.
Yeah, he's
He
right.
might get a move after this, you know.
I mean,
He might get a move
this is a
after
good.
this.
He's playing in the Champions League final. He's probably not looking.
This
For
is a really good.
where's he going to go? Chelsea.
Yeah, he could go to the Premier League.
That's the
Man
mad
United.
thing. They'd see Chelsea as a step up from the team that just played in the final. It's all about the money.
Because of the Premier League, isn't
And
it?
the
It's because
Prem.
of the money. The money in the Premier League is hateful, isn't it?
But I heard that Chelsea's in for Rodrigo.
I mean, Arsenal, man.
But all right, let me ask you a question.
Arsenal and City, I heard.
Don't you think that's a step down? Out of it,
Of
anybody
course
that
it's a
leaves
step down
Yeah.
Real Madrid.
Any team in the world, I
Yeah.
think that
Can't leave Real Madrid.
there's no one
No.
bigger than Real Madrid.
You can't
right
leave
now.
Real Madrid, especially not to Man City.
not City?
I mean, no.
City?
Fucking hell.
Are we going by stats or are we going by what, like, by the playing styles? Are we playing by coaches? Are we
Rodrigo
going-
speaks very positively about City.
It's Guardiola
in the media and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just got to be Guardiola. But
and this is the probably the last season with Pep.
So you don't think he'll go?
No, I think he will go.
Yeah, but surely he want to try to stick around.
There's also Mbappe coming in, isn't it?
So what does
but Mbappe play through the middle, won't he?
Yeah. So what does
talk about? No, if Ancelotti's there and he's playing this two kind of false nine, two guys out wide kind of thing, then
but surely
could be Mbappe.
I mean, I'm not contesting Carlo Ancelotti. Like I love Ancelotti so much. I'm not contesting his thoughts here. But is the answer with Mbappe there not just really easy? It goes Vinicius Jr on one side, Rodrigo on the other side, and Kylian Mbappe through the middle.
Then he thinks he's taking Bellingham out of his best position, probably.
But Rodrigo said, I don't want to play on the right. He's actually come out and said he
wants to play on the left.
Yeah, he plays on the left-hand side. So
why, man? Just play for Real Madrid with
I know.
With Tchouaméni and Camavinga and Bellingham and like.
But deep down in his heart, he probably thinks he's better than Vinicius Jr on that side, though. They're players.
You think that you just want to? You think that you just want to play? I don't know, man. Yeah,
because anywhere else you go is a step down.
Also, you know, this new look of Real Madrid, this new iteration of Madrid, it's very exciting, isn't it?
Oh yeah, because a couple of seasons ago, even when they just won it with Benzema, they looked like they was finished.
You know, since they signed, they made a massive error signing Eden Hazard from Chelsea.
Yo, Dortmund are wicked. 6-on-3 here on the counter attack.
Good ball by
Sancho.
There's a few Real Madrid players caught.
No, it's not a foul. Who's that? Rudiger. Is that Rudiger? I bet it's him. Yeah,
it's never a penalty.
He loves
since they wasted the Eden Hazard money, they haven't put a foot wrong in the transfer.
Nah, I don't think they have.
Like they've built a new team and they have not put a foot wrong.
And like buying Hazard, I know it turned out to be a waste in the end, but at the time it was like, you know, Hazard.
It wasn't looked as a waste though.
Anyone would have paid that for Hazard.
But do you know that's why the Hazard money is the reason that they didn't sign Harry Kane. They were still burned. They were still burned from their last Premier League expenditure. Yeah. To a guy that similar age.
Would you say
and Hazard was their I think Hazard was voted by their fans as their worst ever signing.
I was just about to say, would you say he's the worst?
Yeah. Well, when you think about the money,
there have been bad ones, but you think of
over 100 million, man.
The price, his.
And do you know what? Adam, that season, the season before he went there, so it was the Sarri season. It was close to being one of the best individual seasons I've ever seen. Like we were a one-man team. Like we were totally a one-man team. We went to Baku. We played you in Baku, and
Hazard.
And it was basically Hazard with an honourable mention to Olivier Giroud. That was our team.
Has he won PFA? He must have won PFA.
Yeah, no, he won it a lot. I think
he won it.
Yeah.
More than once, right?
Yeah.
There was a time Hazard was leaps and bounds the best player in the league.
That year,
he was the best player.
That year, he scored. You know his individual catalogue of like outrageous goals. He scored this goal against West Ham, where he basically just got one way, the other way, scores.
Yeah.
He scored a goal at Anfield. It was in the League Cup. And do you know how you're saying that some goals get slightly forgotten? Eden Hazard's goal at Anfield, I don't know if people acknowledge how good it is. It's amazing, right? Picks the ball up on the halfway line and he kind of drinks past one, gives it. I can't even remember who he gives it to because it's so irrelevant. But all he does is give it and then just kind of wait. Nothing happens. Just give it back to me. Just goes over and gets it back. Beats two, plays a really quick 1-2, nutmegs a geezer and pings it in. It's just like an unbelievable goal at Anfield. I don't think anyone's really...
So what do you think it was with him at Real Madrid? Do you think he just lost the passion? Was he think as a manager?
It's a little bit like when Chelsea got Torres. I think we sold a bit of an injured player, a player that season he was so good, but he was kicked a bit.
He just fell off though. And it's like after that, they didn't even give him a chance to even try to get back.
Do you know what Eden Hazard
didn't have? The kind of guy that needs a good arm around him as well. Do you know Real Madrid isn't that club.
No way. Do you know what he didn't have, Eden Hazard? He didn't really have the... Eden Hazard, talent-wise, was capable of being the best player in the world.
He never had that
didn't want to be
ego. Though.
Yeah.
He never had that.
I think he did have the ego. I don't think he had the work ethic of a Ronaldo or Messi, which is a freak of nature.
He used to. Eden Hazard would come back in August a bit fat, like
Rooney style.
Yeah,
but that's because he knows he's the best player at Chelsea.
Yeah, but he didn't.
What he did, there is an ego.
So what he didn't want to be.
To Madrid, there's levels.
No, but he didn't want to be, or he wasn't desperate to be. The best player in the world. He wasn't trying to be the best player in the world. He was naturally the best player at Chelsea and in my opinion, the best player in the Premier League.
Yeah.
He was naturally that. But he didn't... You know, with Cristiano Ronaldo, you could... You know, if you would say Cristiano Ronaldo, do you think you were the best player at Manchester United? I think you go, I don't even care. I'm trying to be the best player to have ever lived. Like, being the best player... Being better than Rooney, arguably better than Rooney, isn't my motivation. My motivation is to be immortal. Eden Hazard's motivation was to just like provide for his family and be a happy man, which is fair enough in my opinion.
Yeah, of course.
But talent-wise, he was capable of being the best player in the world.
At that particular time, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was unplayable. In the Premier League,
You boys still making money off him. You got another add-on for getting to the Champions League final here. He's not even there.
Who is it?
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Still making peas off.
Oh, really? It's like 8 million quid off. 8 million quid.
They're still making money off
Man, you
Hazard?
did they get it every time they get to a final?
Wait,
Mate, they're in the final every year. Mate, they're the only reason that we're going to pass our PSR.
Oh,
God, that's a heavy
it's
touch.
a heavy touch.
Hazard's
there by
still
Carter.
at Madrid, though.
Mate, but there are players like that. Do you know Kepa Arrizabalaga is still a Chelsea player?
You want to see some of the
Do you know
players
Kepa Arrizabalaga is still a Chelsea player? Do you know Romelu Lukaku is still a Chelsea player?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on loan. What about
He'll end up at Napoli.
Phil
with
Jones is still at Man
Conte.
United player, is he?
No.
I just need a
Might as well be.
Phil Jones just left last summer.
Last season.
Yeah,
Oh my
last summer.
God. Wow.
But there's a bit of a tragic story. Oh!
That's close.
Vinicius with a foul on the keeper who's making the most out of it and got Vinicius booked.
Ref, he went for the ball, man. He's gone for the ball. What's he meant to do? Other than that, he's trying to go for the ball. I understand Vinicius Jr.'s frustration there with the ref, man. I think the keeper's egging it on a bit as well.
Yeah, 100%.
He's over milking it, man.
Sabitza's giving it.
He's giving it. What's going on there? Let me see. Yeah, he's all in his right. He didn't even touch him.
Foul. He did touch him. His back leg.
Adam.
Now his back leg touches him. Look.
Adam.
But hardly.
Adam, he didn't
But his
touch him,
back
Adam.
leg the keeper's done well to get him booked.
He's done more than well. look, he's holding his shin. He didn't even
Yeah, he's holding his shin now. He touched his foot.
cobble. Bloody hell.
Cobbler. Yeah, that's a very clever because they press like that a lot.
Yeah.
So now if you've got Vinicius booked,
Yeah,
he can't
You can't nick someone.
He can't dive into those challenges anymore.
It was a good yellow card, man. Well, 35 minutes into the game, Borussia Dortmund's had the better chances at the moment as it stands. Real Madrid, I don't know if they're
going to take one of them, man.
I don't know. Real Madrid. You see, with Real Madrid, I feel like, well, obviously when Mbappe comes into their team next season, it's going to be a completely different team. But I feel like they get the best out of Jude Bellingham is when he's in that double pivot and when he's in that behind the strike.
Oh, yeah, behind the strike.
Yeah. So it's going to be him and Camavinga. I think things going to be gone, right? Toni Kroos is going to be gone.
Yeah.
It'll be him and Camavinga. And when they get...
By the way, Toni Kroos, man, his last game of professional football, isn't it?
Yeah, this is it today, yeah. I think...
Unbelievable. What a player, man.
Him and Modric would have won the most amount of... was it Champions Leagues or was it just Modric?
Do you know Man United had a deal
each.
done for Toni Kroos?
Say that again?
Manchester United had a deal done for Toni Kroos.
Who did he end up with?
And it was either Moyes or Van Gaal that... Probably Moyes that came in and just said, nah.
This is when he was at Bayern Munich.
Yeah. There was a deal done for Toni Kroos, though, to Man United. And it fell through. Was it Moyes? Yeah. No, Moyes had the deal done, so that's it, sorry.
Yeah.
Moyes had the deal done, and then Van Gaal basically went, not for me.
What?
Yeah.
So who's had the stinker here? Man United for sacking Moyes? Because
No, we should have sacked Moyes.
Right, so would you rather, in an ideal world, love to keep Moyes, then you get...
No. I'd never wanted to keep Moyes.
But you're going to get...
We would have been in the
You're going to
championship.
get Toni Kroos, though.
Yeah, but we would have been in the championship. Toni Kroos would have been...
Championship.
We would look at Toni Kroos
You
like
would have
he
got
was...
relegated, Adam.
Name a shit German midfielder. We'd look at Toni Kroos like that now. We would look at him like that. Who?
No, whoa. Chill.
Yeah.
We're
looking at Toni Kroos like
he
it's
is bad in the midfield, actually, to be fair. He is bad in the midfield, to be fair. Yeah, you're right.
I reckon Toni Kroos goes, thank you, Louis. Thank you, Louis.
That's what I feel like.
owe you.
It's true, though. Certain transfers did work for certain players, like i.e. like Modric. Imagine he just stayed
Where was he close to going Chelsea, wasn't he?
Yes.
Very close.
Very close to going Chelsea.
And your man Daniel Levy kind of just went, nah.
Yeah, but Daniel Levy doesn't really sell to rival fans. It's not that's not really in their MO. But Modric, he's gone to Real Madrid, and he went to Real Madrid quite late. I think it was like 27, 28-ish.
Yeah.
So imagine he never went to Real Madrid. He'll never been the player that he is now to this day. You know what I'm saying?
He's been, again, you just look at all them, that midfield that they had, Casemiro, Modric, Kroos.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
There's some all-timers in there, man.
But yeah,
And I think because they're playing, we kind of don't appreciate it. I seen a mad stat, yeah. Have you seen the stat? Can you find it about Vinicius Jr. and Ronaldinho?
What?
The games
No,
played.
don't do this, Adam, man.
No. I'm not comparing them. I'm not comparing them as players. The games that they've played at the age that they're at. And I think Vinicius Jr. has played like double the amount of games that Ronaldinho had played at that age. And what would the point be made is our footballers playing too much football.
Yeah.
You know, all those kind of things. How would players, how would we have perceived players back in the day if they had to play as many games as these players have to do now?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Did you just hear what Adam said?
No.
He just said that Ronaldinho wasn't a better player than Vinicius Jr. Do you agree with that?
You say Vinicius Jr. First of all. It's not Biscuit.
I can decode
Vinicius.
it. I can decode it. I understood. No, I agree. Do you think?
No, I think Ronaldinho. He just gave me the full spiel that he was better than him at the same age. And
in that case, I agree.
Vinicius Jr. is going on to win Balon d'Ors. He's talking about stats and saying that Vinicius Jr. is going to be a better player than Ronaldinho.
I think Ronaldinho. In my opinion, Ronaldinho is the best player to have ever lived.
Doesn't know ball, man.
You know my opinions on Ronaldinho.
Yeah, I was surprised, but I know you love Vinicius Jr. as well.
Exactly.
But believe in him. I didn't say that.
It's not far off.
There's a stat out there though that Vinicius and Ronaldinho are at the same age. The amount of I think it's like Vinicius played like double the amount of games as him.
Of course. I mean, but you'll always find these stats. I don't know. Say Wayne Rooney's stats. If you compared them at his age to say Phil Foden, Phil Foden looks a better player. But I know that Wayne Rooney is a better player than Phil Foden. I know that Ronaldinho is a better player.
I'm not trying to say Vinicius is better. I'm saying nothing about the welfare of players. Everyone talks about it nowadays. Are they playing too much games? All that kind of thing. And then when you look at something like that, it kind of puts it into consideration. Here's two players that maybe people will compare at the end of their careers and say Ronaldinho is way better than, which I agree with. I think Ronaldinho is one of the best players I've ever seen.
Ever.
But Ronaldinho never had to play the same amount of games as some of these players.
No, but it's easy. I would argue, regardless. Okay, game time. If you would say, let's debate. Is it easier to be a professional footballer now or in Ronaldinho's era? I would say it's far easier now. Game time, you play more games, but you have better facilities, better balls, better everything. Yeah. Equally, Ronaldinho then, you could realistically try and kick him off the park.
It wouldn't work.
You can't do that. Yeah, no, it wouldn't work, but you could legitimately... In 2005... In 2005, you had Gattuso, whose responsibility it was to beat you up.
Yeah, of course.
You don't have that footballer now. That footballer doesn't exist now.
Appearances by the age of 24. Yeah. Vinicius made 344. Ronaldinho made 162.
Wow. It was double.
He started younger.
It's over double.
He started younger.
That's crazy.
It doesn't...
That's the whole point I've been trying to make. And you've been trying to make it out as if I'm slandering Ronaldinho. Yeah, and I'm not.
No, Ronaldinho is... if you were to say the best three footballers...
So would these players burn out now in this era?
I think Maradona... People often say, like, the best footballer ever. I don't know, they would maybe argue Maradona. Whoever you believe it is, Messi. I honestly believe that it's Ronaldinho. Obviously, I'm kind of judging it. Good here. Thibaut Courtois, man. Obviously, I'm judging it on a little bit of my own romanticism because Ronaldinho plays football the way that I like it to be played. I like the maverick qualities. I actually find Messi and Messi's ruthless pursuit of numbers less invigorating than I do Ronaldinho. I like Ronaldinho more, so therefore I probably prefer him.
Most entertaining player I've ever seen.
Yeah, man. Like,
entertaining, right?
But also as a personality, Messi, for me,
quite bland.
Is dull.
Yeah, it's quite bland.
Whereas as a personality, Ronaldinho is more beautiful than Messi in terms of like the poetry of the game.
He smiled at defenders and it's even his ponytail, just his hair, dancing up and down. He's just
all that.
Brazilian, isn't it? It's samba.
Yeah. Like if you think about what he kind of represents, Ronaldinho, it's always more invigorating to me than Messi. Like I find Paul Gascoigne more interesting than I do Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm not saying he's better, but I just find the story of Gazza better than the story of Cristiano. So and then the best of the lot, I suppose, for the story is Maradona. Like Maradona is a geezer, man. Like he's such a geezer. I love him. Yeah, it's a great film.
Such a great film.
It's Asif Kapadia.
Yeah.
Quick question.
He did the Amy Winehouse film. He's amazing. When I was trying to work in film, I wrote to him, and he wrote me a nice letter back. Asif. He didn't offer me anything, but he wrote but he replied, which I think is really like noble of him.
Yeah. Let me ask you a quick question.
Because of that Maradona film.
Because you just mentioned that
Sancho done really well there.
Really bloody well. It's a good pass.
Good clearance by Camavinga.
Skip round him, innit?
No, because you just mentioned that geezer, he's a geezer. Something just came to my head. Let me ask you lot both just a question. You could pick two players to go have a drink with.
Maradona.
No, just on
Maradona.
Just one. Just personality. Maradona. Just on pure base of personality, like who you think.
Maradona, Ronaldinho.
So they're the two people.
And the last player you go out for a drink with for fun, not for just being around them.
Yeah.
Messi.
I wouldn't want to drink with Messi.
No, that's what I'm saying. No,
I
you
think
do because of the
R9
footballer.
and Roberto Carlos.
Carlos is meant to be the boy. I've heard about him. Yeah.
And
Carlos,
R9, like
Carlos was the
looks after
facilitator.
R9.
Yeah.
I think Roberto Carlos on R9.
No, but the answer
Although
is...
I've heard Yaya Toure likes goodbye.
I've heard Teddy Sheringham as well. Teddy, because he always gets a
Party
poker
boy,
table out and that. But I actually think the answer
Vinicius
to this
Jr.'s
is
away
a
here.
fantastic pass.
Such a good pass.
Terrible
Good
touch,
heavy
Junior.
touch.
Who's that?
Ronaldinho would
Is
have
that Hummels? Hummels has had a...
Hummels
played an
Arnie.
amazing pass earlier.
Bro, Hummels this season in the Champions League has been
Hey, the best night out you could
immense.
ever go on is Ronaldinho.
with Ronaldinho.
I'd love sorry, Maradona. Maradona is the best night out you could ever imagine.
That's gonna be a night. You know when you're stood in a kitchen, of some geezer's gaff.
Chewing your ear off.
It's about 6 a.m. and you're like,
I know I should go home, but he's just made the call.
yeah. You're just gonna be there like, fuck. I need to get out of here. But Diego's there, so you're like,
No, but you go again and again.
have you seen that video of him talking to Harry Kane about shooting, and Harry Kane's just looking at him like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on here? Like, this is good. Mauricio Pochettino's trying to like do the translations of that.
I'd love to do a night out with Adriano.
Oh yeah.
I heard he's a real party horse, and he's well protected.
The Brazilian lads, like
Neymar loves a
You
party,
have to
innit?
get a Brazilian in there. You have to get a Brazilian in there.
Diego
They love
Costa
to
used
party.
to be the like ringleader at Chelsea.
Dwight
Had a nightclub
York.
in the house. Dwight York.
Dwight
Have you
York.
heard about that amazing story? Dwight York's best mate when he was in Birmingham with Aston Villa. His best mate was Mark Bosnich. Have you heard about what happened on there? Mark Bosnich was getting married.
Dwight York.
Mark Bosnich and Dwight York. No, there's a sex tape of them. They were doing something nuts in the
Have you
sex
seen
tape
it?
as well. It's like, yeah, I've seen it. It's Mark Bosnich and Dwight York are having sex together, not with one another, but they were sexualising in the same room. They were. I didn't mean. Why you both disappeared from
They
me?
were
You both
sexualising it in the same room.
yeah. Mark, you brought up Dwight York. I'm just fucking.
Yeah.
I'm following on from your lead. I'm like, you assist. It's the assist. I've got the tap in. Mark
So the
Bosnich,
answer is Dwight York and Bosnich.
Dwight York and Bosnich. They went to this. There used to be a sex club in Birmingham. It was called Legs 11. I don't know why I know.
Legs 11's a strip club.
It was called Legs 11. Is it still there?
It's a strip club.
Is it still there?
It's a chain of strip
Is it
clubs.
still there?
Isn't it like in every city though?
No, there's no Legs 11 in London.
Oh,
No,
Legs
no.
11's a...
The question is,
No, in London it's called Whites. There's one in like Aldgate called Whites.
I don't know about strip clubs. Not in this country.
You know Whites in Aldgate.
No.
In fact, we both know the owner of it. We both know him. I grew up with him, and we were talking. Yeah,
Baited up live on it. Yes.
Wait, Rory, I don't know that
He
place.
saw you there.
I don't know
You
that.
were there.
I don't know that strip club.
I seen it.
I don't know that strip
No,
club.
but Mark Bosnich was Dwight York's best man, or the other way around. His stag do is happening the night before the wedding. They're doing it like the old-fashioned way. The night before the wedding, they go into this strip club called Legs 11 in Birmingham. They have a mad run. It all goes wild. Eventually, they come out. The paparazzi are waiting.
Oh.
The paparazzi, Mark Bosnich ends up getting in a bit of grief with one of them. Somebody, either York or Bosnich, sparks out the paparazzi.
Because you'd think all
They
I've got to do
both
is
get
bang him out and
nicked.
get the camera.
They both get nicked. They had to like speech their way out of it and go, "You've got to let me out because I'm getting married.
tomorrow."
I'm getting married in the morning."
Oh,
I think they let out. It must have been Bosnich's wedding. They let him out to get married, but Dwight York was his best man.
And he stayed.
Didn't make the wedding. Yeah, they kept him.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they were like lunatics together.
That's crazy.
Because obviously Mark Bosnich then went to United.
He started
and he-
at United as well.
Did he?
Yeah,
But he
Bosnich.
fell out with someone at United. Then he came to Chelsea and he got banned for bloody cocaine abuse.
Yeah. Bosnich was on a
Because his girl, do
mental.
you remember his girl Sophie Anderton?
Yeah. It's one of them.
I think
it
she's
girls,
brown
innit?
bread, you know.
Is he?
I don't know how to react to that.
I don't know if he is.
This is how you react. This is how you react to it.
Jack, can you Google Sophie Anderton? She's not.
You just brown breaded someone and they're still here.
She was
You can't just put someone on the stairs.
who am I thinking of?
She's chilling with Darren Anderton.
Oh, I know who I'm thinking of.
Let's not say the
No.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you in a minute. But yeah, so he signed for Chelsea. He was good goalie as well, Bosnich.
He was
really
class.
good,
He was
really
really
good.
good. Yeah.
He signed for Chelsea, and like within 6, I think he replaced De Hoy, or we replaced De Hoy with him, whatever. He bloody got banned. You know when you sign a keeper that you think's going to be brilliant, gets caught doing sex and drugs and banned from football. Then we sign Adrian Mutu a couple of years later, gets banned.
Charlie boy, innit?
Sex and drugs.
You never got
get away
banned
with
for
it by
sex,
then.
though.
Cocaine sex seems to be a thing, doesn't it? Like
It's a combo.
it seems to be like
It's a bit of a combo.
it's like York and Cole. It's like, isn't it? Like, it's like those famous footballing duos, cocaine and sex.
Hell, bro. It's like your goal, bro.
It is. If you think about like famous footballing partnerships, like Hasselbank Johnson, York Cole. If I say to you, like, who is it? Bergkamp Henry. Bergkamp Henry.
Oh, that was
sex
mad.
and cocaine.
Sex and cocaine. All right, bringing it back to this game.
Oh, what I thought we was going to bring it back to the party. Who'd you go on party? George Best be a good one.
Who's your best?
Oh yeah, I said Adriano and
go on a piss with Georgie Best.
I don't know. Adriano and Gaza. Why not? Gaza likes he likes a
Gaza
nice
be good.
But,
good. But
but then you'd feel guilty about Gaza, right?
Yeah, actually not
see
take
him at
Gaza
the back
out
end
of
of his career. Feel a
all
bit
right,
guilty about it.
Tony Adams then.
Again, probably feel a bit bad.
All right,
Same with George Best.
Paul Merson then.
Merson.
Yeah, Merce, good one.
I love Paul Merson.
Yeah,
Paul
Mercer's a
Paul
really nice guy,
Merson
but-
and Matt Letizia
Nah, not Paul
are
Merson.
so not for nights out. I just mean it's half time, by the way. Paul Merson and Matt Letizia are two of the best players then who seem to have like a terrible. People don't acknowledge how amazing they both were. At
Oh
football.
yeah, they were.
Oh, they were phenomenal
They
players.
were phenomenal players. The pair.
But it was because they came from
What was
that
his name?
era
Sparky.
where
No, Sparky is Mark
Sparky's
Hughes.
Mark
Mark
Hughes.
Hughes. Not. Why did I think Sparky then?
Sparky's
because he's
Mark Hughes.
another great player. They came from the era where there were loads of great individual players like that. So if they play now, they stand out like sore thumbs.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking hell, who's this geezer?
Yeah, yeah.
Doing all them
I'll
goals.
have a drink with the rum from Pele then.
No,
I feel like again,
no.
that's one of them ones where you're in a kitchen with Alan Brazil at fucking 6 a.m. Like, I want to get out
I've
of
done
it.
that. Adriano and Uncle Ian. Why not?
Ian Wright.
Yeah, why not?
Ian Wright's a nice geezer.
Yeah, that's
but I
a
don't know
good
if it'd be a drink one. I think it'd be like.
Nah, rum. We're drinking.
Anyway, we're going to do team of the season at half time.
Team of the season.
For the Premier League, obviously. And then we'll be discussing, we'll be get back stuck into this game very, very soon. It's 0-0 at half time. But we're going to be discussing team of the season for Premier League. We'll start, obviously, at the back. Some nominees, if you will. Areola, Pickford, Vicario, Rea, who got the Golden Glove in the end, I think.
I think with regard to the goalkeeper, I think it's only one of three, isn't it? I know that you've mentioned some others, but I feel like they're honourable mentions. I think it can only be either Vicario because of the way that he revolutionised that Tottenham back line, David Rea because of his impact at Arsenal, or Jordan Pickford because he has probably had the best performances. It's only one of those three. Like, it isn't Alisson this year.
No, it's not Edison or Edison this year.
No. I mean, people like to talk about Areola, but again, I think it's
Given Arsenal had the Golden Glove, the best defence in the league, did it end that way?
It did end that way. They didn't. They at one point they'd scored more than anyone else. It didn't end that way.
Yeah, so they had statistically the best defence in the league, the most clean sheets as well. You kind of feel like it has to go to Rea. Big decision from Arteta as well to bring him in. A lot of people were like,
Mate,
what the hell's going
but
on here?
Jordan Pickford.
Nah.
Jordan Pickford has been like sensational.
So is Rea though.
He has, but Rea has also.
He's had
I
a better
agree.
defence in front of him, Rea.
I think it's easier to shine at Arsenal than it is at Everton. It's easier to shine when you've got Saliba, Gabriel, Ben White. Like the three best defenders, arguably in the league, have been Saliba, Ben White, Gabriel.
The pressure at Arsenal's a lot bigger.
Yeah, I was gonna say in Rea's defence is the pressure, like you said, it's a lot big. Yeah, it's a lot bigger. You go for
No,
the
the
league.
pressure trying to win the league is huge. But I would also say that like playing for Everton this year, where the FA have been like penalising them, they've had points deductions. At various points, it was going wrong.
And that kind of galvanises everyone behind you, right? It makes you feel more like, whilst there's still pressure, don't get me wrong. That whole team came as one, became united.
That's
didn't
true.
they?
What I find it hard to accept though is that it isn't harder at Everton than it is at Arsenal. Like Everton is
It's
a far
harder for a goalkeeper at Everton.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
it's a harder job.
Shots.
It's a harder
more
job.
shots.
Yeah, you're losing more games. You're conceding more goals. It's a harder job being the Everton goalkeeper than it is being the Arsenal goalkeeper.
The reason why I'll just give it to Rea is because the mentality side of it. Because obviously he had to battle off all the negativity coming with Ramsdale and did Arteta make the right choice of bringing him in, etc., etc. Then after he had to adapt to the style of play and coming to a new team, and as well as getting the Golden Glove in the same year. That's what I say. Okay, cool.
Do you know what, Miles?
I think he should get into this team.
I don't disagree. I think Rea was sensational. I really do. But off the top of my head, I can think of a couple of moments where Rea, so Tottenham, for example, Tottenham away.
That was around that Ramsdale period, though.
Tottenham, for example, went. That could have cost Arsenal the league. The Bayern Munich
later on in the season.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, later on when he kind of gave that goal away.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich. I actually, off the top of my head, I know I watch Arsenal more than I watch Everton. But off the top of my head, I can't think of a Jordan Pickford. Remember that? Do you remember that moment?
He's done one this season. I think he's had a stinker this season.
I'm sure he has, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Whereas with Raya, I can think of 2 off the top of my head.
Because we watch a lot more Arsenal games.
Agreed.
Doing this show.
Agreed. Acknowledged. But I still feel like I wouldn't. I still feel like I would have known if Jordan Pickford had done what David Raya did at Tottenham. Also, by the way, is the answer just after all this? Is the answer Vicario?
No way. You can't defend corners.
Vicario was very good.
He started off good.
Mate, he went into Tottenham.
Are we saying that because
lost of Hugo Lloris, who'd been their goalkeeper for over a decade?
Nah, Rory, man, you can't. Rory, he got found out. You stick corners on him. You stick a player on him. He crumbles. You can't be the player of the season for that.
It's a good point.
You can't be the keeper of the season for that.
So you believe
that's very important.
Wait, should we go with democracy? Democracy is very important. So your vote is Raya.
Raya would have picked.
I think I would have gone Vicario, but I think you've made a valid
case. No way, you
case.
can't be Vicario.
Vicario or Pickford. It's potentially irrelevant. Who are you going?
It's Raya.
So it's irrelevant.
Raya.
Okay, so David Raya is our goalkeeper in this team of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say it like that.
Right back.
You said it like
right back. I don't think there's any debate.
I want to hear your
Diogo Dalot.
Yeah, he could get the wooden spoon. Because if we were doing worst team of the year, it would be full of our players, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would be full.
You should do one. You should do one.
We won something this year.
Oh, boys, you should do one. That is class.
Should we do it?
That's a good idea.
Should we do it very quickly at the end? Should we do it very quick at the end of this? Let's do it.
That is a good one.
Let's do the worst.
There's some stickers.
I mean, look, the best right back. We can do the honourable mentions if you want. People always want to talk about Trent Alexander-Arnold. I know that there's this cult around Pedro Porro. No, of course it's not.
No, it's not true.
I mean, it just is Ben White. And everybody knows I don't like Ben White, but it is Ben White.
Could Kyle Walker be it?
Nah, because the level of inconsistency this season with Kyle Walker, and bearing in mind he did have a lot of injuries, and Ben White didn't start great this season, but I think that's due to Arteta with him tweaking the system and not telling him to overlap.
Ben White, from the turn of the year, when Arsenal went on that run, when they desperately needed to win every game, and they practically did win every game,
he was very pivotal.
He wasn't only the best right back at Arsenal; he was the best defender at Arsenal. He was the best player at Arsenal at various points. He was the best player in the team.
He was going crazy.
The fact that I know it's partly his decision. But the fact that Southgate hasn't banged his door down, I think that's a little.
We don't know. I think Southgate would really want him because also he's so versatile. He really is. He gives you so many options. He would be a great option for England. I think he's a brilliant player, but he doesn't want to play for England, and that's the end of that.
Yeah,
but he is in our team of the year.
Yes,
I think he has to be in our team.
Who are the centre backs in this?
I think it's just all Arsenal, isn't it?
I don't know.
A lot of people, I've seen a lot of team of the seasons this year, and a lot of people saying Van Dijk. And for some reason, I don't know.
No,
I don't see it. He's had a great season.
Nah, bruv, you're right.
And you know what? And the credit I do give Van Dijk is that he's had loads of different partnering centre backs this season. He's had to deal with kids. He's had to deal with a different right back. He's had to deal with no left back, and he's still galvanised his team and still make them challenge.
He's obviously a very good player, but he's not one of the best 2 centre halves in the league
this season. No, I don't think so. What Gabriel and Van Dijk, Gabriel and Saliba's done this season, it's been phenomenal. Both of them have just been complementing each other. So I personally think, obviously, I'm going to be a bit biased. I'm going to say Van Dijk, you don't make it. So Saliba and Gabriel. Van Dijk third with Van de Ven just a bit behind. But
I was going to go Saliba and Van de Ven.
You've had.
But I do think it's
Saliba.
Saliba.
Mate, I think if you have to pick an Arsenal player though.
No, I think Saliba makes Gabriel look good.
Nah, Gabriel's a better player for them this year, I reckon.
But I think that's because he's got Saliba next to him, and there's
but he was wicked in the other box as well.
I think the way Saliba makes him feel makes him more confident to be able to play at the centre at back. I think he makes him so calm and cool.
They complement each other.
Because he's got that little bit of a wild card about him. Also, you look at Gabriel after last season, the manager was kind of thinking, do we let him go? Do we keep him? Do we let him go? And then
listen, you need to get without Gabriel
in both boxes.
I think he's been good. I think he's been very good, but I think Saliba's better.
Yeah, Gabriel's. I think me personally, I think Gabriel's more of a leader than Saliba.
I feel like when judging
maybe
the centre
a leader,
half,
but
I think when judging the centre half this year, it's for me. It's Gabriel plus one, and who the other one is, I think we can debate. It's possibly Saliba for me. Yeah, it's possibly Saliba. I think it's possibly Van de Ven, although I wasn't particularly inspired by him long term. I think he had a brilliant first 10 games or something.
Not Van der Ven potentially. I think it's going to be out of him and Saliba, like going.
I think it's the both are. I think it's a 3-man Arsenal defence so far.
Yeah, I think so.
4-man Arsenal team so far.
4-man Arsenal.
Yeah, but we've had the best defence in the league.
It kind of makes sense.
So
at
it kind of
point.
does. Make
sense. They won't.
And it wasn't like okay, we were just about scraping wins. We was actually shutting teams out.
Yeah,
like no one was getting through. So,
some people say Van Dijk's been better by every individual metric.
Yeah, that's fine. There's going to be a lot of players that didn't make this or won't make this list that has been better than other players by every metric. But we're going off what's ahead.
Also, you know when you study it and you put forward metrics and you put forward maybe stats and whatever else. I appreciate that stats can be valuable to a degree, but what stats won't do is quantify the spirit that Gabriel has demonstrated. There isn't a stat out there that can quantify the heart on display. There isn't a stat that can quantify the effort on display, the team unity on display. And I think Gabriel was essential for all of those things as well. I feel like Gabriel has to be in this. And then it's...
So we got Raya, White, Gabriel, Saliba. Left back, for me, is Aït-Nouri.
No way. No way.
Is it not? Do you know what? I know he's not on our list.
Udogie started, but I thought Aït-Nouri had a consistent season, and I thought he was fantastic.
He is a good player, but Udogie, I think Udogie is top 3 already in this league. Like the way he inverts, the way he could play on the ball, he's very comfortable on the ball, very good at the defending. How I knew this guy was great, like a very, very good defender, yeah? When we played Spurs early in the season, he got an early yellow card against Bukayo Saka, and I thought he's in trouble.
Yeah.
He locked up Bukayo after that, like no problems.
Lads, I know he's not on our list, and I know that nobody's mentioned him, but is the answer currently not mentioned?
Don't say Joe Gomez.
No, is it not? Is it not your boy at Fulham, Robinson?
Anthony Robinson. That was last season, innit? I don't think he's had a good season.
I think he has.
He's been good.
Left back. Like, I don't see...
He's been good, yeah. But I don't think he's had a better season than Udogie, man. Udogie's just came in for his first season and he's actually been very, very good.
I got one for that left back.
Go on.
Diogo Dalot.
Oh, mate. God, I can't... He's so average.
He's having a laugh.
You and I don't disagree.
People come up to me and go, I can't believe Rory and Buvey say that.
No, do you know what people come up to me and say? They go,
he's good though.
I can't believe Adam actually rates Diogo Dalot. That's actually become your thing.
Diogo Dalot is class.
He crap.
I like him.
It's not just because he DMs us.
He's good. I would have him at Arsenal as a backup right back. I would definitely have him at Arsenal.
He's so good.
Mate, he's so crap.
He's not crap, Rory. He's not crap, Rory.
Not crap.
I don't know what you're looking at.
I am crap, but he's also crap. Real recognises real.
And you ain't looking familiar. You ain't looking familiar, my friend.
So who's left back?
I say Udogie.
Udogie. I'm out for it.
We've all... I mean, I've gone Robinson, so...
You have to do rock, paper, scissors then.
Okay. Rock,
not all 3 of us.
I'm involved. Why am I involved?
Whoever wins is and then knockout.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, we're great minds, lads. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right, let's go again.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yes. Okay, me and you.
I thought we were all going to go through them together.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yes! Anthony Robinson is in.
Oh, shit. If I won, I could have put Dalot in.
Oh, mate, I thought I'd just have a bit of fun with this and put someone really dreadful in, like Ben Chilwell.
Why not? Go on.
Should I do that? No, people go nuts. I made a bit of a joke about something like that when I did my own team of the year.
Yeah.
I put Mason Mount in it, primarily because
This year?
I like the way his season's gone. I'm happy with his season. And people went nuts. So I'm not doing any jokes. The answer is Anthony Robinson. Moving into the midfield.
Wait. He won. He won. I think it should be Udogie, but he won. So,
Mate, respect the sanctity of rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
No, you have to. That's it.
I'm the expert at that.
On to the next Adam, man.
It's a game of skill.
Kill us.
My head's gone.
I think it is Robinson. I don't even think that's like that wild a shout, is it?
That's not a wild shot, but I just think Udogie.
I'm scared now. Do you think I should put Udogie?
No.
Should be Udogie, man.
No, it's Robinson.
Well, just leave it, man.
Robinson.
Right,
midfield.
Under the picture.
You do know on that shortlist it says Robertson, innit?
It doesn't even say. I know it doesn't even say Robinson. I know. Yeah. I thought. I know.
I was like, shit.
Yeah, he can't even read. This idiot can't even read. Yeah. No, I think it is Robinson.
I think you're remembering last season.
Nah, mate, I'm remembering both
last season he had a good season.
Good season he's had.
You're going to do this right there.
Unagi.
All right. Who's in our midfield 3?
Do you think we should do the 3 as a 3? Do you think we should all put forward our 3 rather than as individuals? Or we can do it as individuals.
I can. Let's all just say Declan Rice is in all of our 3s, right?
Yeah. And Rodri, right?
I would have said that Foden is on all of our 3s. Have we just done it?
That's my three. My three is Rice in the 8, Rodri in the 6, Foden advance in the 10.
I think I agree with Miles.
That's it. That's for me.
The only honourable mentions here is should Martin Odegaard be?
I was going to say Rodri, Rice, Odegaard. You could also go Rice, Odegaard, and Foden. I also think Douglas Luiz has been very good for Aston Villa and deserves a shout.
Yeah,
they're finishing in the top 4.
No, but they have. But
we can't just do this by league.
No. I think you're right.
mention,
The thing is, I think Dougie Luiz is a great shout.
Yes, he scored goals. Scored
You know, if
penalties.
you were to think of like Villa deserve a mention here. If you were to pick one Villa player for this whole team,
He's going to be up front for us, isn't he?
no,
No, he's going to be on
going to
the
be on
right
a
wing.
wing. Going to be on a wing.
Real recognise real.
Real recognise real. And you're looking very familiar,
my
Miles.
friend.
Yeah. He's going to be on a wing.
He's been on the right.
He's certainly been one of the best wings.
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
So who's your 3 then, Adam, in the midfield?
Rodri, Rice, Foden. Foden has to be.
Rodri,
He's my player
Rice,
of the year.
Rodri, Rice, Foden. Yeah, it is Rodri, Rice, Foden. Like
5 months. You know, if this was in January, I got Odegaard.
realistically, who are you leaving out? Like you can, an honourable mention goes to Mohamed Kudus. An honourable mention goes to Alexis McAllister. An honourable mention goes to John McGinn. But they don't get in ahead of Rodri and Wright. You know, it's like
You know who gets honourable mention? Diogo Dalot.
ah,
No, I'm gonna stop doing that now. Yeah, so Rodri, Rice, Foden. We all agree.
agreed.
Yeah.
Which brings
But
us
I was
on to our
A
wings.
close Odegaard. What it's because what Foden was doing to the back end of the season.
You could even go Rodri, Odegaard.
Can't leave Declan Rice.
Can't leave
you
Declan
can't,
Rice out.
can
That's
you?
crazy.
Can't leave Declan
That's
Rice.
I like Martin Odegaard though.
Yeah, I
he
do
was-
as well,
he
but
was
he's
good.
just not as good as
What
he's
Foden
not-
was
yeah.
doing, Adam, at the end of
There's
the
been talk
season.
about Kudus going to use, like, isn't it?
Although Kudus played in various positions as well. Like Kudus was at various points
Wide
on a
at
wing and
points,
that, wasn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Kudus destroy.
Who's
us.
our wingers?
This is harder now. This is harder because I think, you know, if we just do this for what it actually means, right? I think that it's impossible to leave out.
I've got it. Wait,
Cole Palmer has to be in this team.
Yep.
Hear me out.
No, I'm with you.
Anthony Gordon has to be in this team. Leon Bailey has to be in this team. That now we got a problem. Because also,
Anthony Gordon doesn't have to be in this team.
oh, he's been
In my
so
opinion.
good, man.
He doesn't have to be, but
20 goals.
Honourable mention.
Doesn't have to be in this
He doesn't have to be, though.
team.
It's very difficult. Cole Palmer has to be. Cole Palmer does have to be.
Until Liverpool dropped off in the end of the season, the game's back underway. Until Liverpool dropped off at the end of the season, Salah could have been
Yeah.
in this team as well. Because
No.
Saka had as good
Oh,
a
yeah,
season.
Salah was putting up numbers. He was right behind Haaland.
Salah was certainly putting up numbers, but he wasn't playing very well for Liverpool.
Yeah,
Salah-
because that's back in
for the first time,
back
I
end
mean,
of the season.
earlier on we were talking about Salah, and I said to you that I think he deserves a cumulative Ballon d'Or, but he didn't
It's
have
in
a
his
particularly
hair.
good season.
Yeah, he cut it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's about time though,
got
because
a
he was
fade.
running around
But-
like Crossing the Clown.
But
I think he's going to leave.
basically, there's one non-negotiable, and it has to be Cole Palmer. It just has to be. Cole Palmer has to be in the thing. I think it's almost
yeah, yeah, yeah.
underappreciated.
I'm with
It's so underappreciated what he did. He was sitting on the bench at City, never scored a Premier League goal. Comes to Chelsea, scores 20, carries us.
Listen,
Like-
I think he's had such a great season. I would even put him on the right hand side over Bukayo Saka this season. in
I
the
think
Premier
Cole Palmer has to be in his team.
Cole Palmer, see, I was going to go, but he brings us backwards to go forwards.
Mm.
We could go Rodri, Rice, Odegaard, play Foden where Pep's been playing him on the left.
I'll be
Palmer.
midfielder this year, man. You can't. It's cowardly.
Played him on the left. Remember when
he's
I was having
been
the
a- he's
argument?
been a
I was having an
midfielder,
argument with Buvey, yeah, and he was going, Southgate's going to play him on the left, and he should be playing for the middle. I was like, bro, look
On
at
the
your
left
team
now.
right now.
Yeah,
Look at your team right now.
Yeah.
Pep's playing him there. You could do that.
What, so Bukayo Saka doesn't get a
it's
shot
Cole-
this season.
I think.
He
Bukayo
of course he
Saka-
gets a shout,
The thing is,
but I don't even think it's his best season.
Leon Bailey deserves it because of what Leon, and also throughout the course of the season, Leon Bailey's been Villa's best player. Like over the entire season, at various points. Listen, when Pau Torres is fit, Pau Torres has been their best player. Their keeper, arguably the best keeper in the
Watkins
league.
been their best player.
Watkins, again, but I think consistently from start to finish, it's Leon Bailey.
Yeah,
this
Leon Bailey's had
Do
a
you know?
hell of a
Do you know what
season.
Leon Bailey does?
He fell off as well. Not fell off, but
He shows you the brilliance of Emery or the ineptitude of Stephen
Do
Gerrard.
you remember? Can I just say, Jack, were you there when we had a debate about Leon Bailey before with him and Buvey the clown?
What-
BBL, Buvey.
Yeah, but when
we were having a debate, and I was like, Leon Bailey's one of the best wingers in the world. And he was like,
yeah, but you were saying it like
saying it.
Based off his form at Leverkusen.
These things, yeah, I don't think. No, I'm never going to give it off for form at Leverkusen.
Nah.
Whereas, and
But he
also
had
when
a
I saw
great
him playing for
season.
Villa under Steven Gerrard, this isn't wrong for
Terrible.
me to say.
He wasn't that
It
great.
was terrible, and maybe that's says more about Gerrard
Yeah,
than
it
it
says
does
a lot
Bailey.
about
It says a lot
Gerrard.
It says more about Gerrard than it does Bailey. But this year, every single time I put Villa on a telly, he's amazing.
So we're going Leon Bailey, we're going Cole Palmer. So we've got one natural winger.
I'll put Saka over
No,
Bailey,
hang on. As much
put
as I'm
Saka over
saying,
Bailey.
as
Saka's
much as
had a
I'm
better
saying
season than
Bailey,
Bailey. Yeah,
as much as I'm saying Bailey,
Bailey don't
and
get
as
in
much
over
as
Saka.
I think Gordon has to be in, but I also think Saka has to be in. This is the most. Yeah, Saka has to be in the team.
You know, I'll put Carl Palmer on the right, Saka on the left, or Carl Palmer on the left, Saka on the right. Either way.
I don't see how we leave Cole
Saka has
Palmer
to be
out.
over Anthony Gordon.
It has to be. He scored 16 goals and he's going for the league.
But Anthony Gordon has. Is this a good criteria or does this not make any sense? Anthony Gordon has done more than Bukayo Saka, considering your expectations.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fall back.
Your expectations of Saka. Saka's done what you expected him to do. Be brilliant, and he's been brilliant.
Yeah, but
When Anthony Gordon went to Newcastle, a lot of people thought he was going to flop and wasn't going to be particularly good. He's been their best player. He's scored 20 goals.
But there's no expectation on Gordon though. So if he did like 8 goals and 3 goals, 8 goals and 5 assists this season,
superseding your expectations. Superseding your expectations though. So Bukayo Saka has been phenomenal.
Oh, save from the
Great
keeper.
hit. Great save, great
Tony
hit.
Cruz draws a great
Bukayo
save.
Saka has been dazzling this season.
Yeah,
but you know he's a dazzling player and you've expected him to be dazzling.
Yeah.
So he's done exactly what it says on the tin. Whereas Anthony Gordon, you wouldn't have expected to be this good.
No,
Does that therefore justify being in this team because he's gone bigger? Do you know what? Should we put it to a poll in the chat?
Yeah, I think we should.
I think we've got it as a poll.
I personally think that Saka should get it because
I think Saka should get it really as well, but I'm just making the case.
For the league, obviously, Martinelli's not better than Saka, but look what happened last year. They both got similar numbers. Martinelli fell off the face of the earth this season.
So that
Saka
means
still maintained.
To our audience.
Oh, the striker.
Just as a debate.
No, as in the winger.
Just as a debate between Gordon and Saka.
Okay, let's move on to the strikers and then we'll come back to that when we've got the results.
This is a
of the
difficult
poll.
one as well because how on earth do you not say that it's Watkins or Isak, man?
Solanke, great season from Solanke.
Isak through the middle for Newcastle.
Solanke's had a better season.
What about Isak on the left?
No, Isak's had a better season.
No, Isak's a better player, but Solanke's had a better season, I think.
Maybe. But
because Isak had spells of injury this season.
Yeah.
So
Solanke's been pretty much ever present.
Yeah. And he's Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I just think Alexander Isak through the
but
middle.
Isak is a better player.
Also through the middle. You know that. You know when people saw him as a winger at one point. Remember when he was doing that amazing play down the wing at Goodison Park and all that. But he's a centre forward. He's a centre forward, and in that position, it'd be great for you. You know.
I think
it'd be great for you in that position. What a turn!
Dortmund on the attack.
My striker.
Next time I have a shot.
Haaland he puts up numbers, but this season it'll have to be Ollie Watkins.
I'll go in Ollie Watkins. We have to get Villa representation in this team.
We have to get Villa representation in this team.
What is that?
Although if we're doing it properly, the Villa. It's Unai Emery, isn't it? If we're going to award a manager, it's Unai Emery.
Unai Emery.
But I go Watkins through the middle.
Yeah, well, I'm going for Watkins. He doesn't take pens, does he?
No.
So he scored 20 goals this season, or 19 goals.
Yeah, but Isak scored 20.
But consistency though, isn't it? And obviously Ollie Watkins has led them to get into the Champions League.
Yeah.
So we got to take that. We got to put that metric in there.
Yeah, I agree.
Obviously Haaland takes penalties for Manchester City, but when it comes people would say for big games, he doesn't really turn up. His stat pads against smaller teams. Not saying he's a great striker.
You know how we're saying it has to be Watkins and we need Villa representation. All of that is true, but is the answer actually Haaland?
If we're going off,
not for me.
If we're going off numbers, then
I think Pep hates Haaland.
This brings back this.
Saka wins the poll, but look how tight it is.
Yeah,
it's Brexit.
It's Brexit. This brings back to the person that made the comment that Van Dijk, the metrics is better than Gabriel and Saliba, so he should be in the team. Yeah. So that's the same with Haaland. His metrics, he's got more goals. He's better than Ollie Watkins this season on paper.
Some of the OGs think you could do a front three of Watkins, Haaland and Palmer, and that would be more fair.
I'll put Isak more. He could play more on the left wing.
Try and forget positional. Just go off crooks it.
Okay, then yeah, but I don't like that.
Okay.
But also, we're trying to build a team, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, what you could do is you could put 4 centre halves in.
Yeah.
As defenders.
Yeah.
2 goalkeepers in.
Yeah.
Tried it there.
You put Saliba right back.
So what's our front three?
For me, Saka, Watkins, and Cole Palmer.
Palmer, Saka, It's either Watkins, Isak.
I'm going to say
I'm
Watkins,
saying Watkins.
but I'm giving you the vote on the wingers.
For what he's done this season.
Watkins through the middle. I feel like Isak's been really shortchanged here.
We could put Isak on the left.
I also think Anthony
what I
Gordon's
said.
been really shortchanged.
Sorry, bro.
I've been saying that the whole time. You say now.
We could put Isak.
I've lost interest.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Yeah, there's a Champions League final.
Yeah, I've lost interest.
All right. Cool. That's that then.
The Champions League final going on. Let's get our heads in the game.
Let's get in there. Yeah.
I've got a bad feeling about this for Real Madrid.
I've got a bad feeling about extra time.
No, there'll be a goal in this.
There better be.
It's going to be 1-0 Dortmund.
Did you see the amazing display, by the way, at half time? The Dortmund. Can you see there's a slight fog in the air?
Yeah.
That was just like a
Flares.
million flares from the Dortmund end.
Do you think there's cells under the Wembley pitch?
Yeah, there will be
Probably.
holding cells there.
Probably, yeah.
How many holding
I mean,
cells?
after the attack on Wembley, the bit
Oh,
I hated
What a
that.
joke.
I ain't seen it
I
yet,
hate the
but I've seen
demonisation.
clips.
Yeah,
Just
Jay
don't
from
watch it.
In-Betweeners on there.
Don't watch it.
I've seen.
The
I'm
demon-
going to
the
tell my grandson when I was stood on a bus.
Idiot. The demonisation of football fans in this country is absolutely mental. Well played.
He's done good there. He's done.
And it's
very
because of
good.
idiots like that.
And it's not even, it weren't even a big deal. Like, a couple of geezers bunked into a football stadium. Like, what is going on? When did everybody become so soft?
You know what happened though, innit? Netflix went there to film like England win the Euros.
And it didn't happen.
documentary.
Yeah.
And it was like, shit, we got all this footage. What do we do?
Yeah.
I've just had to film
Attack on
some
Wembley.
geezer with a flare up his ass. We need to use
Yeah.
this footage somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, in Leicester Square, standing outside Burger King with a lit flare up his arse. What a country.
Adam, let me ask you a question, yeah? So if Jadon Sancho wins this Champions League right now, what does Ten Hag do with Jadon Sancho going forward? Does Manchester United
Jadon Sancho's situation with Manchester United should already be done and he should be out.
So
I love Jadon Sancho as a player as well. I was massively gutted to see him not part of the squad and to be doing what he was doing. But also, when you look at it, he's had a couple of good games for Dortmund. Realistically, he's not been pulling up trees every single week. And the same issues you
Is that
could argue.
true? I don't know
No,
enough
he's
about what he's doing in Germany.
he's
Is
not
that true?
the-
Is
he's
he
not
not
the
really?
most-
He said
I remember
this
like,
season, but it
after a
wasn't-
few months, there was a lot of Dortmund fans saying this guy's not very good. He's
Really?
done well in the Champions League,
Right.
which
Because
is different.
because off the back of the semi-finals, people were
Yeah,
saying
but
there's
before the
egg on Man
semi-final,
United's face.
no one was going, oh, Sancho's looking good over
Right.
there. He had the same amount of goals as Anthony. Like,
Okay, it's good to know.
hardly like pulling up trees. But I think the issue for me is whether Manchester United keep Ten Hag or not, you cannot have a player, yeah. And bear in mind,
Disrespect the office of Manchester
you
United
can't have
manager.
a player just basically go, I'm going to toss it off and fuck you, I'm not saying sorry. And especially when he was in a position where he should have. Now, Benny McCarthy's recently come out and said, Sancho's point of view, and I get it.
Benny McCarthy, who played for Porto.
No, he coaches at United, and he's a
Oh, right. I thought, what's it got to do with him?
So Benny McCarthy, he was at Man United.
Go on.
I think his contract's expired, but he kind of said Sancho's perspective on it was, if I apologise, I'm basically agreeing that I don't train well. I
okay,
don't
yeah,
turn up all the time.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, you have to apologize. Like, and I also think the manager wanted an apology for him, like, airing dirty laundry in public. You're not supposed to do that.
Can I ask
and
you
this is
that,
the
Andy?
manager, sorry. The reason why I feel this way about it is because the year before, the manager backed him, gave him 3 months off, put his arm around him, sent him away to get trained up, and then he comes back at Old Trafford, and then they stood there with their arms around each other at the side of the pitch. He comes onto this huge roar. So the manager's behind him, the fans are behind him. Like, everyone was behind you. bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I
you
don't
didn't
know.
have
Is there
to do
something
this.
to be said for whatever reason he's fallen out? Is there something to be said? I probably don't think there is, but is there something to be said for a man who doesn't say sorry, stands his ground, believes himself to be correct, is principled enough and self-sacrificial enough to do himself a major mischief career-wise? Like, when he made that decision, he can't have possibly anticipated it ending in him playing in a Champions League final. He was so convinced with his own conviction that he was correct that he stood by his principle and said, no, I actually won't say sorry.
Certain aspects of that you could say, but then I also feel a little bit of it was maybe like he can't deal with the pressure at Manchester United that it takes, and maybe he just felt it was easier.
He's playing
for
the
me.
Champions League final, though.
No, but in the sense that
Big Charles
Manchester
Palmer.
United every single day, you know, the
media.
headlines, everything.
Yeah.
Like even I see the way commentators speak about him here when he's playing for Dortmund.
They're nicer.
They're so nice about
yeah.
him. If he was in a Man United shirt, they wouldn't be that nice about him.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I think everything is all just a little bit easier at Dortmund for him, a little bit more comfortable. Maybe he can get away a little bit more. But yeah, it was disappointing because he's a player that I think.
So you think
is an unbelievable talent? I think he's got huge.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's
never
he's
really displayed it, even when things were, even in the good times at Old Trafford.
He's very talented.
Never really
He had
happened.
he
Did
was
it?
a moments man. Was
Goal against Liverpool.
And then a lot of people go like, that kind of shows you was his fitness there because he could never really play for 90 minutes. Do you know
So
what I mean?
ultimately, do you think that Ten Hag would just say, you know what, cool, he won his Champions League? Because they're going to ask questions about Jadon Sancho if he wins this Champions League.
Let me just say, if they win the Champions League, unless he goes and scores a winner, would you go, fucking hell, Jadon Sancho was good in his final?
No, but if you're part of the winning, it's like Jude Bellingham.
know what
I ain't
I
seen
mean?
Jude Bellingham do anything yet.
Yeah.
But if he wins the Champions League, he's probably on for a Balon d'Or.
I
isn't he?
don't
Like,
think it changes my perspective on much.
So
Because
do you
I've always thought he was a good player.
So how do you think Manchester United handles it? Do you think they just...
It'd be good for them because it
Sell him
means
back.
that they can get more
money.
Okay,
Yeah.
then.
It's like if Ian Maatsen wins this, suddenly Chelsea's selling for 15 million quid more.
So you don't think Ten Hag's sitting here thinking, you know what, if he does win the Champions League today, he
don't
might bring him back into the fold. He's Champions League winner.
I don't.
He's just done. Over.
It's a personal
I
thing.
think
though.
Ten Hag's left the door open because he knows he's a talented player. I don't think Ten Hag would give the time, space, and all that kind of thing to a player he didn't think was good enough. Do you know what I mean? And I also think we have a clear issue at right mid. Like we need a right winger to step forward and say, this is my position. And that's what kind of disappointed me a little bit. Like we were all frustrated to see Anthony starting.
Yeah.
But you as a player can go, especially Jadon Sancho, who's 10 times the ability of Anthony, go, hold on a minute. Let me just get my head down and get this dickhead out of the team.
Yeah.
He could easily do that, you know, because Garnacho did it. Garnacho did it on the right. So why can't you do that?
Yeah, it was never, you know, in terms of the pathway, when you think about playing for Manchester United and what that should represent to a young footballer, there was never a better pathway to getting yourself into the first team than when Jadon Sancho had the opportunity to get himself to be first name on the team sheet. Like the player that he had to displace, it was easy, in fact. Like, you know, when you look over the years, like think about what Ryan Giggs had to do to get into the team. It was like Lee Shaw, brilliant player. You had to get into the team over him. It weren't easy. For Jadon Sancho, it was a tap-in.
Wouldn't you say it was even easier for Jadon Sancho because he came over for big money?
Yeah.
He came in meant to just go straight into the team.
Yeah, he was the guy.
I don't know, it's just a question I thought I'd ask.
Also, you could argue, does Jadon Sancho's style fit the Prem? Like, you know, the pace and the speed of the Prem?
I know, it's a very difficult question, that, and I know.
in and out, it slows it down,
Enzo Fernandez, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think
Enzo
he's an
Fernandez.
unreal player. And look,
Slow.
I hope he goes on to have an amazing career.
Yeah.
But I just feel it was
Maybe
sending the
the
wrong
German
message to, even if we sacked him, to then go, come on,
Do
Jadon,
you think
you're
he
back
stays?
in the
Do you think he stays in Dortmund? Do you think he
I
just
think
likes
he loves it there, yeah. I think he loves it there. I think he really likes it there. He's found his feet there. Obviously, like you said,
Got
the
to be a
league's more
great place
slower.
to play. Like, you're loved, aren't you? You know,
Yeah.
you think about the
They love
passion
him
of the
over there.
fans and all that.
Because they remember they was doing some PR and said, we don't know.
They can't afford him, innit?
Who? Dortmund.
They can't afford him.
They
But you
sold him
might
for 80
sell
million.
him. You might sell
Where's that
him
money gone?
cheap. If Ten Hag stays and Ten Hag says, I do not
I
want
think they even mean like probably wages wise, they can't afford him, things like that as well. I think Man United would probably say 40, 50 million.
Well,
You're not
he'll
going to
take
get
a cut?
50. But
you don't think he'll take
United would take
wages cut? Sancho?
Not
Is it?
a cut in the
significant
term.
enough to if Dortmund can't afford whatever he's on now, it won't be 20. It won't be like, can you drop by?
Say he's on like 300. Say he's on like 300k. You think Dortmund could do at least 250?
No.
He'd be the highest paid player
mate,
in Germany.
Yeah, no.
Well, they're going down to like 150, 100,
Do you know
110.
what would end up happening then is Manchester United would loan him, and
Pay a percentage.
Dortmund would take on 70%.
They might do that again, you know.
wages.
Might just loan him again.
But
But
I
you're
love all
losing
the
value
tweets
on this player.
Because Dortmund always tweet about him, innit?
Yeah.
Obviously quite positively. And it's like United fans reply, well, cough up the money then.
Yeah, if you love him this much, yeah.
But that's the thing, though. Man United's
Cough
in
up the money,
you're not in a
Kev.
sticky situation because obviously you're losing value on him
Ooh, what
each
are you
year.
doing, Carvajal? Foolish.
Oh,
Even more
what's
foolish.
What's going on in that left corner?
Maybe.
You're losing money on him year by year, Adam. So I think if you could try to sell Jadon Sancho now, how much is it worth now? Like 45 to 50, if that now?
I don't think
You're only worth
I think
what
you
someone
get
pays,
50
aren't you?
with add-ons and stuff.
Yeah, you're
maybe
only worth-
performance based.
So
I
you've
don't
lost
think you
money
get-
on the sell,
I don't think you get
100%.
50.
Yeah.
100%. But
Everyone
Some of
has.
Try to get half your money
some of
back.
United's would have been performance based as well. We would have paid like 60 and then the
The
rest.
rest.
We're still going to lose money.
if
But
he wins the Champions League and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So does that still count?
fucking hell, if he won the Champions League and we have to pay them 5 mil, imagine that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Suddenly they can afford him. Afford his wages suddenly, yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah,
Who's fouled who then?
No, that's Carvajal's foul. Like,
Carvajal.
Carvajal. No.
Carvajal got fouled.
Carvajal committed the foul.
I thought Carvajal got fouled. Yeah.
The referee was wrong.
Carvajal got fouled.
Carvajal.
Yeah, I'm right.
Soft.
Because was it Adeyemi? His leg kind of went down his leg.
Jadon Sancho starting.
I thought Real Madrid were going to wake up and just start smashing
back stick.
It's a great header.
Straight at the keeper.
It's a great header.
And a good height for him. It is a great header. Good height for him, though.
Bullet. Courtois, man. He's such a good goalie.
BVB's got is Royce on the bench? Royce is a very important player for BV. Oh, that's another player that can come on and change the game. He did quite well when he came on the semi-final. I always looked at Royce as one of them Germans that just like, great player, but you didn't have the career that you should have had.
No. He had a lot of injuries though, didn't he?
Yeah, I just feel sorry for him. It's like he missed out on the World Cup. He was going, but they won the World Cup. Remember that year they won the World Cup? He was going, he got a mad injury. Could have won way more leagues, but he stayed loyal to BVB, which was good for him. He won a league with BVB, but he could have did the thing. He could have gone to Bayern Munich.
You calling them BVB throws me every time.
Yeah.
Why?
I've never heard it.
I just feel like Dortmund's easier.
Am I missing? Because obviously I'm not cool. Is that what you're meant to say? Yeah, no, I get it.
Oh.
But thank you for breaking that cryptic code down. I would have never. God, Hercule Poirot in the room.
What does it mean?
I don't know. Do people call them that?
BVB?
Because I've never heard anyone
one of them
call them
Borussia.
that.
Borussia,
Football.
Borussia.
Boys.
I don't know, yeah.
Boys. Yeah, we were right.
Yeah,
ball games for boys. Ball.
Adam, you've noticed that.
Ball games for boys.
Adam was probably thinking, he's mentioned them BVB a few times. Maybe he's just...
Does anyone else call them that you've ever met?
I don't think... This is Dortmund.
That's just my thing.
I just say BVB. I just always...
Never, ever... It took me 1 second to go, what the hell is he on?
With the super chat says, Dortmund's record signing is 28 million.
Yeah. Yeah, they can't afford Sancho.
Wow. Who was that? Who was that record signing? Who was that signing? Could have been... Who was that record signing? Could have been Jude? Couldn't it have been Jude? It might have been Jude.
It could have been Jude.
No.
Yeah, it could have been Jude.
Could have been Jude.
Because Jude saved Birmingham.
How much did they buy Aubameyang for?
No, Aubameyang.
They got him cheap and
they got him cheap. It could have been Jude.
No, Dembele.
Considering the money he went for as well.
Yeah, we've had a big red. Boy, Borussia Dortmund's had... If we did a past and present team of Borussia Dortmund...
Yeah, they've had some icons.
They've had some
play for them.
great players play for them.
They've had some icons.
Like, seriously.
Most of them became icons at Munich.
Yeah, that's true.
Terrible.
What club?
Dortmund's Dream 11 is the same as Munich.
What club do you think has had the most amount of... even if the legends went on to be legends elsewhere, like...
Atletico Madrid have had a lot.
Atletico Madrid is a great shout, actually.
They've always had a great striker.
Yeah, Atletico
Madrid. Always had a great striker.
And keeper.
And keeper. But strikers, they've had brilliant
keepers and strikers.
One after the other. The conveyor belt.
Jackson was one of the flops, though.
The conveyor belt.
Was it Jackson Martinez? Jackson?
He was all right.
He was meant to be...
Colombia,
there was a time he was going to fly, but other than him, they've had
Falcao,
Aguero,
Griezmann,
Diego Costa.
Yeah.
Fernando Torres.
Nino, that was...
It went on. It went one after the other as well. They lost one, they brought a new one in. They lost
keepers as well, though, because they had De Gea, Oblak, I think they had Courtois.
Yeah.
They had quite a few.
They had Courtois.
Chelsea
did the most dumb thing with regard to Thibaut Courtois. When we played, Atletico Madrid knocked us out of the Champions League semi-final, I think, 15. We went away from home. We got the draw that we needed. Drew away. Bring them home. Lovely. It was the team, the Atletico Madrid team, Diego Costa up front. They beat us at Stamford Bridge. I think they beat us 3-1, and we went 1-0 up. Thibaut Courtois was our player, but we did that honourable thing and went, you can play against us. So they had Courtois in goal. Diego was like, he had the game of his fucking life. And you're like, why have we done this? No, there's nothing noble about this. It's stupid.
You ain't playing, mate.
Because also, say you can't play, because say you've done something really bad. Say you've done something really bad and let one in. People would go, it's because he's Chelsea's player. Yeah, you can't win. You shouldn't have. And he had the game of his life to stop his parent club, the people that pay his wages, making it to a Champions League final. We'd have probably won that final as well as Mourinho's.
I've got 2 questions for you. One of them's from Mark Pembroke with a super chat. It says, thanks for the stream this year, gents. Apart from Bellingham and Vinny Jr., one player off the pitch at your club, who would it be and why?
Off this pitch? Apart
from Vinny and Bellingham. I bet Miles will go Rodrigo.
That I'll take for my club.
Yeah. Who do you want at Arsenal? I'm thinking about who would serve Chelsea. Like, what do Chelsea need?
I know exactly who I'm going for.
Rudiger back.
Maybe we should have never let Rudiger. See, that's brilliant business. That's another example of brilliant business. They got Antonio Rudiger for free.
You know what? Rodrigo seems like the obvious
I'd go
answer.
Rodrigo because we need a right winger.
Yeah.
But
I know who I'm going for, though.
Sancho.
Nah, I'm going for Valverde.
Valverde's a very good shot.
Because we need a midfielder.
No, actually, I'll go Rudiger, man. We need a centre-back. Rudiger and
we
Sandro Martinez.
We need a goalkeeper. We need a goalkeeper.
And Rice. Oh, you can take back Courtois.
We need a goalkeeper.
He's going to get
Our
back. Our
goalkeeping situation is dreadful, particularly with this. Courtois probably not the right man.
We've got a player each on this pitch.
Yeah. But do you know what? Particularly with our new goalkeeper and our new manager, you know, this kind of like inverted goalkeepers playing out from the back. We just don't have a goal. We've got 4 goalkeepers at the club, and none of them are good enough to play this system.
What do you think about? Do you think you lot should do a cheeky bid for Ramsdale then?
Jude Bellingham into the box.
Ramsdale will suit you lot then because he could play out the back.
Yeah, no, it is
Ramsdale,
interesting.
man.
There's a problem.
No,
with
I'm
him,
just
though.
Charge of 50 M's minimum.
There's a problem.
If
with
they
Ramsdale,
came to
but
Arsenal and said, you know what, here's 40 million for Ramsdale or 35 million, I think we'll sell him.
You don't want Ramsdale, bro. You don't want him trying to prove a point at Chelsea. You already know what he's like. He's
No, you
pure
can't-
cameras.
But he's also a better goalkeeper than any of the 4
Yeah,
that
yeah,
we
but
have.
that
And he
shouldn't
can play that
That
system.
shouldn't be the reason you bring someone in, though.
Oh!
I thought I went in.
Hang on, I know this might sound harsh. I haven't seen a replay, but does he need to score there? Does he need to get
Does
his
he
head
bottle
on
it
it?
from the keeper?
Yeah.
Has he got
Does he-
cramp?
I think he ducks it.
He's saying
I think he
corner.
ducks it. I think he's scared that the keeper's going to clatter him.
Nah, you can't duck
Watch.
that. No way he ducks that. You got to put
We'll see in 3 seconds.
your life on the
We'll
line,
see in
dude.
3 seconds.
2, 1.
Nice.
You missed it.
Oh, you know what?
Are you joking? It's
It's at the
completely on
height
his
of-
head.
It's like his head.
It's completely perfect for him.
Kind of pulled away from
Lads, don't be
Yeah.
kind
He
because we
should've
love
scored.
him. Don't be kind because
I
we
need to
love
see
him.
another angle, but from that one, it looks like
He
he
has.
scored.
Don't be kind because we love him.
I don't know. They need to show me
Judge
another
him.
angle.
Love him.
What would you say if Scott McTominay did that?
He'd be screaming.
Yeah.
Scott McTominay is playing in Champions League.
Scott
final.
McTominay scores that.
Actually, no,
Scott
Scott
McTominay
McTominay
scores
scores
that.
that.
Scott McTominay scores.
He scores.
Here's a
Very
good
much his
question
range.
to get us off the Scott McTominay topic. Knowing what you know now, what year would you need to go back to for you to be the smartest person in the world?
Mate, if I went back, I could go back 1 year and be a billionaire almost immediately.
But that's not necessarily the smartest.
It
That's
makes me
being-
very smart.
That's predicting stuff.
No, mate.
Yeah, would you need
Do
to
you
go
know
back
what?
to
I
be
can
the
remember the
smartest person
result
in
in basically
world.
all big football matches
the world?
ever. Just take me back in time,
Yeah.
and I will just predict
Team
all of
up.
the football.
You'd be getting like
football
a
results.
15-team ACCA every week. 100
Every
team
yeah,
ACCA.
yeah. I would get every promotion, relegation. I would just get it all right.
Yeah, I'd lump on Leicester.
But in terms of
What
being the
year?
smartest person in the world,
Leicester
seriously,
would-
apart from just predicting football scores where I already know the results, never. I would
I
literally
back
never
myself.
be capable of being.
Because like,
Smartest person in the world.
I suppose if I went back
because you don't know
50
about-
years, I'll invent the internet. I'll invent the iPhone.
But you wouldn't know how to make.
I'll invent the
But you
Twitter.
wouldn't
You wouldn't know how to make the internet
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
And it exists.
Yeah.
No, I'll invent. I could
You
easily
could be like
invent.
the best cook
No,
ever.
I could easily invent it though,
Like,
because
like
I just
French
say.
toast and be
No,
like,
I
what
could
are you
easily,
doing with
I could
those
easily
eggs?
invent it because I will just have the idea. The idea is the hard bit. There's this thing, right? It's called Twitter, and what you do, you upload your thoughts onto it, and
I
people
don't-
can follow
I'd
you.
be the richest man because I'd have bought a lot of Bitcoin. Innit? But I don't know, smartest man, I reckon.
No, I don't think I could ever be clever.
I reckon 1910.
No, but also if you go back, bro, back then they were mad clever. Those people.
Nah, but what do they know?
Nah, they know.
Bro, they were shitting out of windows.
Nah.
Clean sewage.
You're not then. You. It's only 80s onwards. Back then they were fucking. They were dropping apples off your head and all that mad stuff. They gravity. They were doing mad. William Tell. You're not getting anywhere there. No way. Back in the day. What do they call it? Invention and necessity. Necessity is the mother of all invention.
Yeah.
They needed to be smart.
So then I can invent loads of
Nah,
shit.
you couldn't. No. You're not cleverer than anyone in the 1900s. You might be cleverer than someone in like
I don't know if that's an
2003.
insult or that's-
2003.
2003.
Go back to 2003 and invent.
TikTok.
Yeah, Spotify. That's easy. Just give me the music. I'll put it on the interweb.
But that was already kind of like a thing, innit?
Yeah, that was already.
Like you had You had downloading.
Okay, what would I invent? Hang on.
DC++.
Hang on. I know what I'd do. I'd go back to the year before that the Adidas Predator came out, and I would invent the football boot with wings. I'd be giving Beckham the ability to curl the ball.
That's not smart.
Oh, stop it.
Oh my God, Vinicius Jr. Matt Hummels just saved him from being embarrassed for the rest of his life.
Hummels is wicked, isn't he?
Because that would have been like, remember Redondo against Henningberg?
Yeah.
I'd go back a couple years and invent veneers. Because everyone's using them now.
Mate, those mad teeth.
Listen, there's an idea you could have fake teeth and everybody looks great. And
They don't look
everybody's
great. They look absolutely mad.
Terrible.
Do you know what,
Go back to the 1900s
do you know what they
and
do
invent
as well?
toothpaste.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Mr. McLean. Do you know what? Do you know the other good thing about veneers? They are the fantastic way of knowing if you want to talk to someone or not. Because basically, if you have done that,
Yeah.
I hate you and I don't want to meet you. And I can immediately see it as a massive, like,
Turn off.
yeah, it's a do not disturb. If somebody,
Do not
if someone introduces
teeth.
me to someone, someone introduces me to someone and they've
Do not
done that
disturb
to
on
their
your
teeth, I'm like,
There it is.
oh, there it
The
is.
goal. Carvajal with
as
the goal.
1-0.
It's just inevitable, isn't it? Real Madrid are just inevitable, man.
15 minutes to
Borussia
go.
Dortmund have all the
Mate,
chances.
from a
all...
corner as well. That's so
Oh,
poor from
corner.
Dortmund's perspective. Like, you know, if Vinicius Jr. does something amazing, you kind of just swallow it and go, fair enough. But a corner, you have to defend corners. Like, this is the simple stuff. You can predict that. You can practice
Vamos,
it.
yeah.
Is that what you were saying? Vamos, were you lip reading it?
Vamos. I learned
I
that.
love a
from-
bit of Vamos, innit?
Vamos.
Rafa Nadal used to make me want to do it.
Boys, I'm just trying to think to myself. You see, Ancelotti.
15's unfair.
Is he the most? He's the most.
It's more than double. It's
He's
more
just-
than double the second place team. That's the crazy thing about it.
5x.
So
we got.
they're number one, right? This will be 15.
Oh, Carvajal.
15.
His crowning moment.
That is.
crowning glory.
It's terrible defending, though.
It's a great
Nobody's with
header.
him. It's a great header, but nobody's with him.
Shortest man on the pitch winning that header. Oh, Hummels went to clap it out. You see that?
Did
Hummels
he?
throws his hand at it like this. Watch.
Your reaction, innit?
Yeah.
Reaction.
Send him off.
Just couldn't help it.
Still send him off.
Just couldn't help it. I'm so happy for Carlo Ancelotti.
In a,
Love
Doesn't
him.
even
I
celebrate.
just love him so much.
In another
I just
wo-
love him so much.
He's the man, innit?
Boys, in another world, in another universe, is there ever going to be a chance of someone like Manchester United, Chelsea, not even Arsenal, Man City, ever catching them and winning the same amount?
No.
of times?
Not in our lifetime.
Never.
Not in our lifetime.
Never,
We're not
never,
gonna
never,
see it.
never, never.
We're not going to see it.
You don't think you'll see that?
You won't see. You won't even get second spot. It's impossible.
You don't think so?
It's impossible.
Because you got to
You got
remember, they're
none.
not going to stop winning.
Yeah.
Not me. I don't, hey,
No, it's
I got
impossible.
none. Okay,
Mate,
cool.
Chelsea have got 2. It's impossible.
2 second AC.
AC 7. You can't get
Liverpool's
anywhere
got
near
6. Liverpool's got 6.
it. Liverpool could become second.
Yeah.
Liverpool's
got 6.
Liverpool
could.
let's say Liverpool got bought by like,
A shake or something.
but even then, City hardly win it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's
Yeah.
too hard.
It's
It's
hard,
too
innit?
hard. It's too hard. It's too
What
In
is
our
it with them?
lifetime, it don't happen.
No.
What is it with them in this?
They're just amazing.
They're
man.
just amazing.
Real Madrid are the team everyone thinks they are.
Yeah, they
You know, everyone thinks we're by far the greatest team.
No, they
Remember
actually
that
are,
song
yeah,
that
yeah.
Arsenal started.
invented.
Yeah, yeah,
It's an
we-
Arsenal song. What do you mean everyone sings that?
I
How do you
never,
think
I
I've
never
it?
heard that song before Arsenal. I never heard it. I'm being serious. I never heard it. We started that chant. No one else was singing that before us. It's
Just
by
'cause you
far
didn't hear
the
it.
greatest team. The world is
That's
empty.
the invention he
Doesn't
wasn't
even know the
tune.
tune.
1920s, he'd be singing that.
Yeah.
Fine, you know, just
Yeah.
They were singing it in the
They
1920s.
weren't even called Arsenal then.
They were singing in the 1920s.
They were, bro.
No, because it came from "And We All Love Clover." That's where it came from. What are you boys doing? 1920s. Came from the Clover advert. And then we've remixed it. And it's Arsenal. You boys think I'm having a laugh. I swear to God. And it all love Clover. It did. Am I wrong?
You are wrong, my friend.
Am I wrong or am I right?
You are. I mean,
Jack?
you're not right.
Don't call Jack.
Don't call Jack. Jack can't save you.
Jack's younger than us. He probably
I like how you sung it as well. You really like serenaded us with "We Are."
But you remember the advert, right?
Yeah, I know the
Yeah.
adverts. The
got a good
butter
voice,
advert.
That was that. We
Oh,
The
remixed
butter
it.
advert which came after
Clover.
people were singing the song.
Oh, the butter. Okay. Oh, damn. But hey, that's what I heard the Clover one and I heard Arsenal. That was it. Then after that, I heard people singing it. Like, why are you not remixing our song? Like, what? I swear to God. Like, what are you not doing, man? This is Arsenal's song. What? Because it just sounds like right for us. Chelsea don't even sing it.
We do. Super
I
Chelsea.
can't breathe, man.
Oh! Bellingham.
Oh, Bellingham.
I wanted to
a
score in
man
the
from
final.
Birmingham scores in the FA Cup Champions League final.
Name me a Birmingham player to score in the FA Cup final. 5, 4.
What, an actual
3.
Brummie? Or
Anyone.
just-
2, 1. Anyone from Birmingham. Villa. 1.
Hang on. Well, Villa won
Name me a Bromley man that scored in the FA Cup final. 5,
FA
4.
Cup. They haven't won that lately.
3.
Daniel Sturridge.
Who did he score?
Has he scored one? I don't know. Guessing.
No, he won it with us. He won it, but he didn't score
It's a
in
good
the
guess,
final.
though, isn't it?
He didn't
It
score
would have
in
been
the
a good
final.
guess.
He's Ramirez.
You're thinking of Aston Villa. I'm just thinking of Bromley players.
I'm trying to think of either Brummie players or I can't think of Aston Villa winning an FA Cup. I can think of
No.
No,
They
yeah,
lost
yeah.
1-0 against you, didn't they?
Milosevic. Yeah, we beat them in the final. Di Matteo. I can remember
back to the 80s
Savo
or something mad
Milosevic
like
won
that.
it.
Probably.
Yeah, well, 82 they won the European Cup.
Yeah, so that team had
That
fair few
team,
Brummies.
yeah,
No, probably. I don't know. Damn.
good feat, great feat.
It'll be weird seeing Villa in the Champions League next season.
It'd be
Why?
good, man.
You don't think they'll be good? Do you,
No,
like,
I don't.
do you think they get out of the group
Bad
stage?
way.
They take great numbers, Villa. They're like a proper.
Oh, yeah,
do,
yeah, yeah.
Do you know what? Do you know what I don't like? You know when you're like, I want our representatives in Europe to be like a good like you know when Dortmund come and they bring loads of fans and loads of flares and whatever, and they're a good representation of like the Bundesliga. I want the English clubs in Europe to be like a good representation. I think
Premier.
Villa are. Like if AC Milan fans ended up going to Villa Park, it's a good ground. It's a good prestigious ground.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you get these crap teams in Europe, like, you know, mate, a perfect example. Ajax fans went to Brighton. That's ridiculous.
Not nice.
That's ridiculous. What are they thinking of that
Ajax
stupid
has
little
got
ground?
a lot of heritage.
All the heritage. And they're
All the
playing Brighton. They
heritage.
wouldn't have heard of Brighton Hove Albion.
Yeah,
They wouldn't know the
true.
team. They literally wouldn't know the team.
That's
Whereas
true.
if Ajax went to Villa Park, you know, when Villa won the European
won the
Cup, they won
European, yeah.
but they won the European Cup in Holland.
Yeah.
They won it in Holland. So
Adam, if you got the chance to go to a Champions League Villa game this season at Villa's ground, would you go?
no.
Of course he would. He's a problem.
No.
You don't hold a bit of
No.
bit of love for them.
No.
Don't care at all.
I didn't mind seeing him in the Champions League, but I ain't gonna go to a game and that. You're
You
mad.
wouldn't.
Nah, I got Europa League nights to think about, mate.
Rory's got. You got the same one on the Thursday.
Well,
So
that's
we've been
cheating,
launched
bro.
out of it. They won the cup and launched us into the
Like,
conference.
imagine, imagine some Villa fan sees me there
You
with
see-
a ticket, and
you-
they're not got a
Yeah.
ticket. That's
You see, they're
dickhead,
doing
mate.
Champions League games on a Thursday now.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yes, Champions League games on a
Oh,
Thursday.
did you ever have a Reddit called Space Cadet Bling? Because 9 years ago on Reddit, he said, I thought Arsenal were the first people to sing by far the greatest team champ.
Told you.
No,
I
but
told you. You guys thought I was
I've
lying.
been doing, no. He was doing it. He was lying.
Oh.
The song is from The Wild Rover. So that's the song. It's not Clover.
Oh.
It's an Irish song.
Oh.
Some people on Reddit say Burnley sang the original.
Burn.
Some say Celtic.
No.
No, nay, yeah. No, nay, never.
What, in the same tone?
But it's from The Wild Rover. It's not from Clover.
So it's not Clover, but Clover done it though. Clover sang it.
Clover used the same tune.
Yeah. Who's Wild Rover? Who's Wild Rover? Who are they? I don't know. What are they? A car company or something? Who's Wild Rover?
No, it's like, I imagine it's like a Western or something.
I don't know who they are. I know that Clover advert. That Clover advert was class. We all remember that.
It was very good.
Yeah, it was very good. Oh, great save! Come on,
That's a
with
great save.
Great save. Oh my God. Good save. That was a great save, man. well.
Ooh. I thought it was more to the left. but it was a
Yeah,
good
in the
shot.
corner, but good save, man. Oh, it's looking like Real Madrid's going to win another Champions League, man. Another Champions
15.
League.
Imagine winning
man.
15.
Is it 15? Oh,
This is going to be their 15th,
damn.
I think. 15.
Damn. Can we get one of those?
Because there was a fan in the crowd pointing at his 14.
I just want one more. I just want one.
One more.
Just one more go at it.
Yeah.
Oh, got me two set pieces. Well done,
Bellingham was
Cobble.
nearly in on that as well.
This keeper could turn out to have a great game, you know, because all the Borussia Dortmund guys have a set piece on their side. Matt Hummels, someone just might start. That's a great.
It's a similar header
Great
to the one
save.
from Carvajal, wasn't it?
Where's
They
the
must have
defenders?
seen something there because that's a few corners that have resulted in the same kind of opportunities.
Where's the defenders, man? Oh, man. I just look at this and think, you know what? This could have been Arsenal.
My boy Raul messaged me. He said, I'm not there, but my mate is. And sent me a picture of him.
Sick.
So, yeah.
Big up Raul. I saw the picture of your dad and your uncle.
Yeah.
Class.
They loved it, man.
Yeah. Saw the picture of both of them.
Buzzing. Oh!
My God.
Dortmund are giving it away. It's Bellingham. It's Vinicius Jr. in the box.
2-0. He's not them guys.
Champions League winners for a 15th time.
It's crazy, man. Look.
What did I tell you? Balon d'Or Vinny you're looking at, you know?
No.
Balon d'Or Vinny.
Jude just got an assist.
Bellingham, but I'm telling you, bro.
You think so?
Balon d'Or Vinny.
But okay.
Yeah, the Real Madrid fans are going for it.
Do you know what it is? He might get it if they win the, what's it, Copa America?
Copa America.
Copa America. So if
but
he
the
wins,
Champions League, a big boy weight.
Yeah, Copa America, Champions League and the league. So you won all three.
Who's the favourites for Copa?
Probably Brazil.
Would it be Brazil or Argentina?
Brazil, Argentina. Who else is in there?
Chile
Brazil?
usually sneak up with a decent team sometimes, don't they?
Uruguay, but they had good players, but now they've got Darwin Núñez, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
your boy Matson fucked up, Raw.
yeah, he did. Cobble couldn't save them. Great goal though. Look it on his left. Great goal. That was a great goal. Look at the composure. Yeah, great goal. Dipped it over the keeper. Yeah, class.
Ballon d'Or. We're looking at the next Ballon d'Or.
He might be the Ballon d'Or. Did he do it on purpose? Did he shoot into the ground?
Which is on
The
Ozil.
Ozil tactic, isn't it?
Did he shank?
I don't think he shot it into the ground.
He's done it.
How could you be so cool? What number? What number Champions League is this for Ancelotti? 5.
AC Milan.
As a manager?
Has to be a manager.
A few as a player as well.
No, I'm talking about as a manager.
I think it's 5 as a manager, isn't it?
5 as a manager, definitely. I know, man. I just want one.
Four,
You know
5.
when you combine it with
5th, 5 as a manager.
you know when you combine it with playing careers, is his the best career?
Yeah.
So if you have to combine, you have to take their manager.
Yeah. Because he's arguably the best manager of all time.
Oh, what about Zuzu?
That's a good shit.
We ain't forgot about Zuzu. He's won 3, didn't he? Zuzu won 3.
But Ancelotti's managerial career is so much more impressive.
As a player.
Ancelotti's managerial career is so much more impressive than Zinedine Zidane's managerial career.
Yeah, he's a better. Yeah.
So he won 2 European Cups as a player, 3 Serie A's, 1 with Roma, 2 with AC. He won loads of Coppa Italias. Won a European Super Cup, Intercontinental Cup.
He's decorated.
He finished 3rd at a World Cup with Italy.
He's decorated. This
3rd
guy.
place. And then as a manager, he's won Intertoto Cup at Juventus, Serie A, Coppa Italia, Super Coppa.
Mate, I mean, as a manager, it's
2
unreal,
Champions
isn't
Leagues,
it?
2 Super Cups and a Club World Cup. That's just at AC. Then he won the League, FA Cup, Community Shield at Chelsea, the League at PSG.
He's the only time we've ever done
done
the
it
double.
all, bro.
He's the only. Well, do you know what he's done? He's the guy. He's the only person in the world to have won the league in the 5 major European leagues. Like that's unbelievable,
all,
isn't it? Yeah. No, it is. Ancelotti's career is the best. You are.
What,
right.
is he the best manager of all time? Better than Fergie then?
You could argue it. I
think people can make an
so, but you
argument.
could argue it.
So so the top 3 would be him, Ancelotti, Fergie, and Pep now?
Yes.
But then people bring old school managers into it as well. That Marcelo Lippi gets spoken about very, very high.
Nothing close to this.
You know, then
Nothing
you got
close
like
to this.
the
Guardiola
the
has to.
Busbys, the Shankleys, all
Yeah,
the other
that's
people that.
I think a lot of that.
Yeah.
A lot of that era, like.
Paisley.
Yeah, I mean, Bob Paisley, what he did
Wenger.
at Liverpool was crazy. Wenger.
We said Wenger already, didn't we?
Wenger's not. No, he's not.
Wenger's nowhere near this.
I don't think he's nowhere near this.
Wenger's nowhere. Like,
If he did win a Champions League, he wouldn't have had a say. Like for the top 15.
Wenger
top
just
15.
can't. Wenger just can't be mentioned.
15.
Yeah, man. Look, I don't even know. I haven't
20.
even thought about that. But
no, he's not nowhere
like
near it.
Mourinho.
I'm messing
Do
around.
you know what I would? Here's a good game. Not necessarily the best ever, but the best on their day. So if they all are at their very best
On their day.
yeah. So say you take Sir Alex Ferguson, maybe 99 or 08, maybe whenever you believe Sir Alex Ferguson was at his very best. Take Arsene Wenger, probably the invincible year in your head, right? You take Ancelotti, God knows when. You take Jose Mourinho, probably any point Mourinho between 05 and 10. Who do you believe is the best manager ever just on their day? And I think the answer is Mourinho.
I say
I think
Ferguson.
Mourinho's got a big shout.
for this game, it's Mourinho.
I think Ferguson on this.
I
game.
think Ferguson.
I love how he gives us the priorities and goes. He also gives you the answer.
Yeah,
I know it might be him.
Mourinho.
In this game, I think it is.
I say Fergie.
Mourinho, 05, any point between 05 and 10.
Oh!
Dortmund have scored. This is not good news
For you.
for me personally.
yeah, it's great news for Dortmund.
It's offside.
It's offside.
Oh,
for that.
God, Dortmund. Oh, no.
Is it off?
That would have changed the whole
I hope
landscape
so,
of the
because
game.
I want Real Madrid to score again. They don't would have got another result right. 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had 3-0. He copied me.
He's off. Yeah, he's off. He's off.
Is he?
Yeah, he is off.
Hang on. Is he
He's off. He's offside.
He's off.
He's offside. He's offside.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, I scored. No, you
What
didn't,
accent
buddy.
is that? Because you're going very Scottish at one point. Then you pulled it back. and
German,
then it
innit?
went- It's German.
Guys,
Let's
like
look at
German
what
scored.
Tony Cruz has won, by the way. I think he's playing the Euros this summer, but this is last.
Well,
club
I'll tell you
game
what he
ever.
didn't win. He didn't win the European Cup in 2012, mug.
But what he did win.
Wow.
At Bayern Munich, he won 3 leagues, 3 cups, a Champions League, a Super Cup, and a Club World Cup.
Damn.
At Real Madrid, he's won 1, 2, 3, 4
5.
leagues.
5 Champions Leagues.
He's won 4 leagues, a Copa del Rey, 5 Champions League,
Yeah.
3 Super Cups, 5 Club World Cups. Won the
Jesus.
World Cup for Germany.
Jesus.
Individually,
Crazy.
he's won a lot as well. UEFA Team of the Year, 3 years. FIFA Pro World 11 in 3 years. He's been in the Champions League squad of the season, 5 years.
And he's arguably part of the best midfield ever created, isn't he?
Yes.
Like Modric, Casemiro, Cruz is arguably the best midfield ever.
That's one of them ones when your grandkid says, "What medal is this, granddad?" Well, my little
Do you,
grandchild, sit here. This
do you-
is
do you
when we
think
was
that is the
3-2
best-
down against
do you think that
Atletico
is the
Madrid.
best midfield ever?
No.
You think it's a
I don't think
Barcelona?
so. Yeah, that's the best ever. Iniesta, Busquets, and Xavi is the
AC Milan had a brilliant
best.
one, didn't they?
best.
Stayed up.
Best for
Beckham,
me.
Giggs, Scholes,
Best.
Keane.
No.
Brilliant. Really brilliant.
That trio there as a 3. I don't know about you. Just did 4-4-2 though. That don't really
But that's the
count.
midfield.
That don't really
What
count.
else could- so we can't just disqualify loads of teams.
Yeah, but you're integrating wingers into this now. Then you said 4.
What else? That was our midfield.
We're just talking midfields. I think Adams.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
think it's
going
fair
for
enough.
3 players
That's
though.
midfield, bro.
I'm going for 3. I'm going for a midfield. He said I
That's
only.
why I don't think it's fair sometimes. when
Because he
people
mentioned
compare,
3, I
like,
mentioned
Salah's
3.
numbers to Giggs. Giggs has never played.
Yeah, I agree.
But he mentioned the midfield 3. I mentioned the midfield 3. You
No,
went-
Well, no one mentioned it. I just went Beckham, Giggs, Scholes, Keane. Very unbeatable, bro.
Nah, man.
Very unbeatable.
I don't even think that's top 5, my bro.
It is.
No, it
It
ain't,
is.
bro.
It is. People say the Premier League is the greatest league, right?
Go on.
They won the treble in that. They won 3 in a row, couple times. I know the midfield probably changed from the noughties a little bit, but they won some of that as well. Like, you look at everything they
Beckham-
achieved. It's the best Premier League
but
one
like,
for sure.
it
That
is-
midfield trio is not better than Lampard.
Yes, it is. That
And
midfield
Essien.
four.
Lampard, Ballack, Essien, something like that. Lampard, Makelele.
But that's a different. That was a 4-3-3 world.
I think the Manchester United midfield
Big
should.
goals.
I think it's fair to compare. It's unjust to disqualify it
balanced.
because the football moved on a touch.
If they were so shit, why didn't you beat us?
Just didn't win anything.
They were. they were. That midfield
Nah, it's a
was.
good midfield. It's good. It's good.
It's got everything, man.
It's good,
It's
it's
got the 2 archetypal wingers you want. Like when you think of
I think
2
you've had
styles
better,
of
though,
wingers.
Adam. I think you've had better.
Who's better? Who's better than Beckham and Giggs?
Because I think it was better when Scholes was in there.
Like Scholes is in
Scholes in this.
I've had a stinker. I've had
Yeah.
a
Keane
stinker.
and Scholes and
Keane,
Beckham and
Keane,
Giggs.
Scholes, Beckham, Giggs. I don't understand. If we look at it strictly through the lens of football, I honestly have no idea. When we talk about the best ever teams, the best ever Premier League 11, people don't really talk about Ryan Giggs. People actually are quite snide about Ryan Giggs' football career. I don't really know what to say next. I don't know what the next sentence to this should be. Ryan Giggs was one of the best footballers to have ever lived. Like, I just don't get it. David Beckham, maybe partly because of brand Beckham, has
He should have
become.
won the Balon d'Or in 99.
People have almost forgotten how amazing David Beckham
Finished
was.
second twice.
I
but he
saw
should
a
have won
goal.
it.
I saw a goal on the internet on Twitter when he scores against Real Madrid. Right,
True defense.
mate, I'm not joking. He does what people think he couldn't do.
Yeah.
And he does it.
He
Not
had more
only
to his
does-
game
he
than a
does
cross.
it
He had more to his
against
game.
Real Madrid in the European Cup. He literally plays it from his left foot to his right foot, has a burst of pace, and beats 2 men and whips it into the far corner like a fucking rocket. And people go, yeah, but he couldn't really beat a man. I'm like, I've literally just watched him dance through the Real Madrid defense. Like, I really don't get it. But it's when I feel so dated. Because I'll say something like that. I'll go, well, David Beckham was good. And everyone goes, nah.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, I'm out of this
Did they just think he
conversation.
just had
Yeah,
a cross? But he
Yeah.
had more than a cross.
Jordy Van Schaik says if Cruz wins the Euros, he's won everything he could win, which is quite nuts.
if he wins the Euros.
Treebeard with a little bit of triv for us.
Go on, love a bit
Name
of
the
trip.
League 2 club that has played in Europe. I'm going Notts County. Are in the League Two?
League Two.
Get the League Two table up and I'll tell you.
I feel like is that cheap? Maybe.
Yeah, but we don't know who's in League Two like that.
But
Blackburn,
I mean, loads of clubs
Blackburn.
have played in.
Blackburn ain't in League Two, bro.
Why not? They should
Bro,
be
they're
down
in
there.
Championship, man. Stockport, Wrexham, Mansfield, MK Dons, Doncaster, Crewe, Crawley, Barrow, Bradford, AFC, Wimbledon.
Could the answer be
Notts County?
Wimbledon? Oh no, but I'm going Wimbledon.
But they might not want it.
Wimbledon.
You counting Wimbledon as the originals?
AFC Wimbledon are the original
Yeah,
Wimbledon.
that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
so Wimbledon.
I'm going Notts County because remember the old thing in our quiz books, which would be Juventus got their black and white stripes, Notts County.
If I know for a fact that Wimbledon played in Europe, so unless it's more than one of them,
I'm going for Crewe.
Wimbledon definitely.
But then there's a Morecambe, Tranmere, Accrington, Newport. Are they Welsh?
Yeah, they're Welsh Newport.
Could they have
Just
played in as
outside
one of Wales's?
Yeah.
Swindon, Salford,
T&CS,
Grimsby,
no.
Colchester, Sutton, and Forest Green.
Not Salford.
Nah, the answer has to be Wimbledon.
I'm going for Crewe.
I'm going Notts County.
I'm going for Crewe.
Wimbledon were in Europe. I know that.
Wrexham. They were quite good back in the day. Mickey
I don't
Thomas.
think they were in
They
Europe.
were quite good.
Beat Arsenal, didn't they? Beat Arsenal. Like those FA Cup.
I don't-
giants.
Smithy, you've had a howler there, bruv.
Because there's more than one.
No, he said that's like saying FC United are the real Man United. No, it's not.
No, it isn't.
No.
No, it isn't. Well, AFC Wimbledon have won the FA Cup. The question is also wrong.
Oh,
Is it?
AFC Wimbledon
Anthony's
have
good
literally won the FA Cup. And Newport, okay.
Newport and who? And Wimbledon.
Okay.
But maybe he wasn't counting Wimbledon because he
Do you
wasn't.
remember when English clubs were banned from Europe?
Yeah, in the 80s.
When English clubs were banned from Europe, Wimbledon and Norwich,
Everton suffered as well.
Everton suffered massively, and everyone knows that. But Wimbledon and Norwich also qualified. So their story
Early
today could
Prem
be very
years, Norwich were near the top.
Yeah, Jeremy Goss. They beat Bayern Munich. They beat Bayern Munich. Away. Jeremy Goss.
You know, if you won the league like in the back end of the 80s,
Yeah, go on.
you just saved that for the Premier League.
I know.
Like your clubs look.
I know.
It shouldn't be, but
It shouldn't be.
completely
I know.
And the financial.
I know. Like Leeds United won the last old First
with
Division.
Cantona.
Yeah, they won the last old First Division, and people forget that.
Then it
Like
switched over.
Everton, you know, if we were all just a tiny bit older. So, however you view Everton now, right? A team that haven't won anything since 1995. You think of Paul Rideout and all that. If you were a tiny bit older, you'd see Everton as one of the biggest clubs in Europe, constantly winning titles. That's how they was.
Treebeard says the answer he was looking for was Bradford City. So there's three.
Terrible question, mate. Yeah, Bradford were in with Benito
He's gonna
Carboni.
cry in a minute.
They were in with Benito Carboni.
I don't know.
Carboni, who played for
No, I know who that is.
Wednesday.
I just don't know.
Arshavin scored his first goal in England against Bradford in that game.
Okay.
Thibaut
Arshavin was
Courtois clears.
Decent.
Is this
No, it's not.
the worst Champions League final in the last
It's not.
10 years?
No,
It's not,
this
no
is
way.
one of the better ones.
There's no way.
There has been some. There were. Mate,
Liverpool-
do you remember
Liverpool-
the, mate, do you
Tottenham
remember the
was
one? Do you remember the one where we watched Bayern Munich?
And
Oh,
Inter
yeah,
Milan.
won it.
There's been some stinkers.
Bayern Munich
No,
versus Inter Milan
Bayern
was
Munich,
bad.
Paris Saint-Germain. When Bayern Munich won it,
Oh, that wasn't too bad.
it was
That was
terrible. The 1-0 game, it was
It
terrible.
was not bad though. It was entertaining.
I remember because I really wanted Neymar to do it, and he just didn't. They've done it. Jude Bellingham,
From Birmingham.
Jude.
Manchester
Paulo
United
Ancelotti,
Real
Toni
Madrid.
Kroos.
have lifted the Champions League.
That
again.
Alaba.
Is that Alaba? Oh yeah, Alaba's won
Another
a
free
Champions
transfer. Another example of their brilliant
League.
business, man.
He's playing. He's saying congratulations. Could they play together, innit?
I
Before this.
mean, literally, yeah. Real Madrid. What a window. 15. Carvajal steps up with his big. I know he's had many a big moment in a Real Madrid
Ancelotti,
shirt,
man.
but none of them will get bigger than scoring the winner in a Champions League final. For him.
Carvajal. You know.
Yeah.
Someone said he's
Carvajal.
finished. You know, he's been.
Well, he
there
wasn't having the best of games in this game up until that point.
Do you know Dortmund though? Dortmund would be looking at this, thinking this is really annoying because they could have done it. You know, when you think about the chances that they had early in the game, it felt like it was there for them. You know, if they'd scored one of those, Adeyemi went round the keeper, didn't he, and went the wrong way. Remember?
Yeah.
Feels like a long time ago now, but if they score that, this is fantastic news though for Jude
Bellingham looks like he's about to burst into tears.
Well, if he just doesn't look, he looks like I don't know what to do with myself.
Do you know
do
what
the
we said?
same,
Do you know what we said at the
I
beginning?
just won a Champions
He
League
didn't have a good game though, did he?
with Real Madrid.
He got an assist, but you're right. He didn't have the biggest of games.
You know that statement that is often put out there with regards to Bellingham kind of goes missing when it most matters. He hasn't done himself any favours here tonight. I don't agree with the sentence. I don't agree with the ideology, but he hasn't done himself any favours. If you say that and you believe it, this is another example. It's like with the Harry Kane thing. It's another example to use where it went wrong.
But when you come out on the winning side, you're never going to be...
That's his family.
Is it his family?
His wife and stuff.
Is it?
Yeah, he's kissing her. But I would hope so. Is his wife?
She's kissing him. You know, if his wife is watching him, that's not his wife.
That is his wife.
Is it his wife?
That's his wife. He just kissed the woman.
His
girlfriend.
Vinny Jr. is getting in amongst it. Vinny Jr. as well, for me, will go on to win the Balon d'Or, and rightly so.
You think so?
We were kind of talking about... Hopefully.
Do you mean just one day or
no?
Now?
This year,
now.
I think.
Right.
We were kind of talking about it earlier and how we said like, it's whoever wins it this year, kind of you feel like it's a bit underwhelming, right? But I think Vinicius Jr. is the one out of all of those that isn't as underwhelming. If he wins it, I think he kind of deserves it. It'd be a culmination of things. He scored. You know, he had a big goal against Liverpool in the final. Was it?
I agree.
Consistently for them all the time. You know.
Do you think he's been a leader
player?
Yeah,
his whole career.
He's been
mentally. He's had a lot to deal with when you look at what he's had to deal with in La Liga.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
If he does win the Ballon d'Or this year, it would be a little bit. You know what I was suggesting about Mohamed Salah and Kane? Obviously, he hasn't been doing it for as long, but he has been building up to this point over the past 4 or 5 years. Since he scored the winner in the Champions League final 2 years ago.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, cool. If Vinicius Jr. does win it, Vinicius, I'm sorry, boys.
Just carry on, bro. We're used to that.
And Vinicius BVB. This is our,
I can't remember a name you say correctly.
Vinicius Jr.
Yeah, go on.
If Vinicius Jr. wins the Ballon d'Or,
corrected himself.
If Vinicius Jr. wins the Ballon d'Or, yeah, would you say this is the only? Would you say Jude Bellingham would never have another chance winning it because Mbappe is coming in this season?
No, he'll have a chance. I think when you're at Real Madrid, you'll always have a chance. But I agree with you, it gets harder.
It gets super hard.
It does get harder.
It's either now or never.
Because also you're going to go there. Vinicius still going to be the main guy.
Don't think so. I don't think so.
It depends, man. If they play Mbappe, if it goes as everyone thinks it will, and they play Mbappe through the middle, then I don't think he's the main guy anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But then you've also got to remember there's like loads of other talent across Europe. Like Phil Foden is doing amazing things. You don't think?
Yeah, but once Mbappe goes to Real Madrid, it's going to be a different... It's going to get scary, man.
Yeah.
Because he's around better players and he's in a better team. And the numbers he's going to put up in that Spanish league is going to be silly. Champions League, look at the heritage they have anyway. He's going to want to try and win it. He's got to do 2 Champions League finals, right? Mbappe, and lost. He wants the Champions League. He's looking at this thinking now, okay, I'm coming back next year.
Perfect.
Boys,
I mean, can anyone stop them next year? When you think about how good they are now, how easily they've won this, and now they're adding arguably the best player in the world to their team.
Shout out to his
there's Jude Bellingham's brother.
And Jude Bellingham's family as well. His mum and dad were there too. And like you look at the journey that they've been on and you look at the bravery to kind of not just leave Birmingham City and leave Birmingham at that time, but to then like leave the country, go to Dortmund, set himself up to then get this big money move. And there was a lot of talk about, does he come back to the Premier League? And maybe he would have felt pressure. Maybe he would have felt the pressure from seeing some of the numbers that were thrown at him from Premier League clubs. And for him to kind of chase legacy, I know he'd be getting well paid at Real Madrid and stuff like that. But for him to chase that legacy and chase that move like Real Madrid,
absolutely.
Go there with the confidence. I think Gareth Bale paved that. He's not the first British player to go there, but kind of, in his pomp to just go away there and do that. I think for Jude Bellingham to do that, he deserves so much credit, man. And
definitely.
What a beautiful story.
And also, he's only just starting, isn't he? Look, we can see the engraver there, putting the Real Madrid into the Champions League again. You might as well do 2. Might as well do it for next year.
Can anyone stop him?
No. Where's the Champions League final next year?
Probably at Wembley again.
Hopefully not.
Can't be.
Please.
Oh wait, isn't it? Is it the Bernabeu? Oh, it's Munich. God, you're lucky Chelsea
it's
aren't
more
in it.
games next year as well, isn't it? There's 2 extra games.
Yeah, Thursday nights as well.
It's the playoff format, isn't it?
Yeah, that don't count for my team. Sorry, man.
Thursday nights.
Why?
But no, it's
no playoff. We're in there.
It's like a league format, isn't it? I meant like,
Oh, I thought you meant like a playoff to get into.
No, like,
No, it's gonna be amazing. And no, I don't think anybody can stop them really. I mean, the easiest thing to do is say that nobody can stop them because ultimately, as you often say, Ad, they're inevitable. And that's what they do.
They're inevitable, man.
Man City are an amazing team. Arsenal are looking very good. Bayern Munich are always a threat. There's loads of good teams around.
Yeah.
But they're Real Madrid and they're different.
Yeah, people will talk about Man City and talk about this and that, but these managed to beat Man City this year when I don't even think they were the better team.
No, they weren't.
Man City battered them.
Yeah.
Man City battered them.
But they got it done though, and that's what Ancelotti
got it done.
Ancelotti is that manager. You know what?
He got a bruise on his lip, Jude Bellingham.
Ancelotti. Absolutely unreal.
Face, didn't he?
But no, it's been emotional. Thank you so much to everyone. And thank you so much to everyone for the whole season. We really do have to say thank you to all of you for tuning in. We are so honoured that you would spend your very precious evenings with us watching football. And thank you so much to all of you for doing so. And also a huge thank you to Super 6. Without Super 6, it would be very difficult to do this show. So we are honoured that they have chosen to partner with us for the whole season. So thank you to everything that they have done this year as well. It's been a fantastic year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been amazing, man. It's been amazing. How proud must they be, man?
Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah, thank you to everyone for watching us. Thank you to everyone for sticking through us for this season. For the Euros as well. We've got a bit of a surprise coming up for them, haven't we?
Yes.
I can't wait for you
It's going to be great. Can't wait for you to see our Euros coverage. So make sure that you subscribe and we'll see you all in a bit. Ta-da.